Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a late edition of British Wrestling Radio with your host with the biggest mouth in the South, Mr. Deano Mitchell himself, and we're joined tonight by Mr. Ross Briffett, who is knocking on heaven's door, apparently, tonight.
Yeah.
And you should be joined by Mrs. Nixy Newman. She puts the sex into Essex. That's all I'm going to say about our Nixie, because she'll come in and give me grief. But it's my only way of getting her back, because after the week I've had with the fucking boom floof, you lot can go fuck yourselves. I fucking hate boom floof. In fact, I knew what I was going to play and I forgot, so you're going to get it at the end of the fucking show. Evening, Ross.
Oh, evening, Dan.
Evening. Yeah. I'm telling you, I found it. I found the theme. I found it all. I watched it all last week and everything. I could not get the fucking Swedish chef out of my head for the fucking days because of what you bastards did to me last week. It was borderline blatant racism. That's all I'm going to say. It's racism against my accent. That's all it was. And I thought I'd bring two people onto the show, because then we've got two more people's opinions. I didn't realise that these two people would fucking gang up on me and fucking just try and destroy everything I've fucking got.
Well, look at it this way, Dan. Is it any worse than what I shared with you last night on Facebook?
Oh, don't you even go. Don't even go. I forgot. I've even forgot all about that. What was it you shared on Facebook again?
It was Thomas the Tank Engine. And
oh, fuck off, yeah. Thomas the Tank Engine and Limp Bizkit, you evil bastard. That was fucking... That was wrong as they fucking come. No. You can't do that to me. But good evening to our chat room, who seems to decide everybody in our chat room has decided to fall asleep anyway. But he can't do nothing about it, so we try his best. How's your week been, wrestling-wise and everything else-wise?
Yeah, no bad. I went to Progress on Sunday.
Yeah, how was that?
That was really good, actually. It's I've seen a few of the Endeavour shows now, and the quality just keeps improving with every single show.
Nice. Good one. So who was on at the Progress show, if you don't mind me asking?
We had... I've got the results right here, actually. We had Sebastian with his Tom Irvin and Darryl Allen. It was Tom Irvin that was actually hosting, because the regular owners were away, and so we had the delights of that. We also had Misha East. Sebastian was facing Mark Hendry, and he beat him by a pinfall.
Right.
We had a tag match. Misha East and Pollyanna beat Ginny and Elizabeth. Paul Robinson, who's one of my favourite heels at the minute, he beat Ali Armstrong, and we had he did a grado. Ali Armstrong came out and he's got the cape on him.
Yeah.
And Paul Robinson came up from behind him, yanked his cape off, and so he fell. So it's basically reenacting what Madonna did at the awards.
Oh, fucking hell. I think everyone's going fucking apeshit with that because of what the Grado connection with Madonna, and all of a sudden now that's just gone way over the top. I went to Southside Wrestling on Sunday and thoroughly enjoyed it as usual. It's my first Southside of the year. I'll always like going to see Southside Wrestling. I like to go and see all wrestling now. I've done 3 shows this year and I've seen 3 different companies so far. So I'm happy with that. And the next one I've got planned is for April, and then I'm hoping to go to Manchester in May, because they've just announced the ultimate hardcore match of Great Britain. They've got HXC up in Manchester, the Ritz. I don't know if anybody's up near that, but if you get the chance to go in May, I think it's May 10th or May the 1st or something like that. I'm not really sure. But if you get the chance, go, because they've just announced that Jimmy Havoc will take on Sabu and will take on Jack Jester. So, and if anybody's got an ultimate hardcore match in this country, then them's the three people you'd name straight away. House of Pain Evolution have also announced this week that ODB will also be appearing at their shows in May the 15th. The problem is for me is I will be in Tenerife, so I'm pissed off that I'm going to miss the one fucking diva the one female wrestler I've always wanted to see, ODB. I really always wanted to see her. I don't know how she's going to fit in with the family atmosphere of the British shows. Do you not, Ross? Because you know what she's like. She feels her boobs every 2 seconds, mate. And kids at these shows, they'll copy them, won't they? And poor little buggers, they'll be just going, BAM!
Well, I've just got 2 words for you, Dane.
Go on.
Jimmy Havoc.
Oh, fuck off. After what I saw him do on Sunday, mate, fuck me. I'll get into that in a bit. But there's been some great announcements of the last few days. Southside have just announced that coming to Stevenage in July this year will be Vader. So they've got Vader announced for Stevenage to go, and they're already planning for the summer matches and everything. We're not even into fucking April yet, and we're already talking about wrestling events that's happening May, June, July, and it's building the momentum up there, and very quickly. If anybody's wondering where Nixy is, Nixy works on Thursdays, and when she tries to get in, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Nixy comes in from work, so when she comes in from work, then she'll join us. We've also got 4FW did the massive announcement of Rey Mysterio, if his knees hold out, that is. No.
Yeah, I've got my opinions on that, but I'll...
Yeah, I think $20,000 for his appearance, apparently. I mean, what's the price is going to be? Is it £500 for the autograph? $1,000 for the picture and an autograph? Or what? That is a hell of a lot of money for an appearance for wrestling. I don't know whether they're sharing it between the WrestleCon in London that time and all the other things and bobs that's going off. But to have Rey Mysterio over here...
it's a big deal, but I don't know. Do you think... Because obviously his knees aren't what they were like a few years ago.
Well, let's put it this way. If you put them in a match now, it'd be a case of which would last longest, Kevin Nash's quads or Rey Mysterio's knees.
Imagine if it was a singles match between the two.
Oh, fuck me. And it's an ambulance match. Winner gets to go home in a ambulance and loser has to go home on a national health. Has to make the way home with 2 crutches. Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? But, and Vince McMahon is the ref with his fucking quads that broke in the bleeding Rumble. Do you remember when he stormed down to the ring and he bust both his quads? That was funny as fuck. And it was like, get out of the way! Get out of the way! You're fired! And all that. And he still got into the ring better than fucking Rey Mysterio with 2 bust quads, did fucking Vince. That was the fucking funniest thing of the lot. Bust 2 quads, get into the ring better than fucking anybody. Big news of the week has got to be Brock Lesnar's fallout with the WWE. But before we get started, I know this is completely off wrestling, but I've got to talk about this. The new Mrs. Mitchell in my life, Ronda Rousey. 14 seconds. Holy fucking shit. I blinked and you missed it. If you went for the piss, you'd miss it. What a performance. Oh dear. They built that match up as though it was like, is this the one when she's going to get her ass kicked? And 14 seconds in and she destroyed her opponent. Unfucking believable. She was like, I just watched it and she came out swinging. Both went flying through the air with the greatest of ease, and then boom! And she fucking taps out quicker. Oh, dear me, what can I say? And then I think the highlight for me was watching Josh Koscheck fucking lose again as well. So he looks like he's on his way out of the UFC now because he's had 4 consecutive losses. So that was a bit of a thing. But, oh my God. Ronda Rousey, what a performance.
I've seen next up, she's got Cyborg.
Oh, fuck me, she's got Cyborg. No, but I'm not going to build it up. I'm not going to build it up because everybody thought that this would be the one that would go, that would show Rousey what to do. But no fucking way. I'm not doing it against Cyborg. I'm not even thinking about it. If Dana White pulls that off, it was great. Did you see the joke that John Jones and his Anthony Johnson put in front of Dana White at a press conference? Did you see the joke?
I saw the story, but I didn't actually. I've not watched.
So fucking genius. What they've done is, because of the last time John Jones was involved with a fight with Daniel Cormier, they had a bigger set to and a set to at the press conference, and everything went flying and everything like that. It's just the fact that they came close together, they went head to closes, and then they started pushing and shoving each other. Dana White's going, oh no, not a fucking again, no. Comes in between them and everything, and then both of them started falling about laughing and going, gotcha, bitch. And yeah, they got him. Also, I've got reminded today, and I was shocked because I remember exactly. And if Winters is in this, so he's going to know exactly what I said. 2 years ago today, we lost Paul Bearer.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That has flown.
Yeah, that has flown. And literally, everybody remembers what they was doing, because I know exactly what I was doing on the early hours of March the 5th, 2013. I know where me and Winters was, because it's where the story broke. We always remember that time and everything. The Paul Bearer tribute show was done that night. But yeah, Winters was over here in the UK this time last year.
I remember you did the video thing, didn't you?
We did the tribute show. I think it was on the night of the 5th. Yeah, it was. It was a Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday night. It was a Tuesday. Well, sorry. It was Tuesday in America. And I remember being in the WZR chat room, and Winters was there, and he'll back me up on this 150%. I know he will. And this gentleman came in, a wrestler that was that Percy Pringle, a.k.a. Paul Bearer, was his manager. And he just said, I've just got a message saying that Paul Bearer has died. Percy Pringle has died. And Eric Emery, that was the guy, Eric Emery. Emery just phoned in. And Ryan Clark and Matt Boone didn't believe him, because they got so many hoax calls that night and so many hoax calls of that past few weeks. They didn't believe it was him. And all of a sudden they said, look, Paul Bearer's died. And we was going fucking crazy in that chat room. I remember doing it. And we was going, oh, we've got to find it. We were searching Twitter, anything we could find anywhere, and we couldn't find it nowhere. And we were going, Ryan, it's fucking true. This is absolutely fucking true. Break the story, man. Break it. And I had the unfortunate task of breaking it over here, because I did it. We got confirmation about 5:30 that morning. I sat up here with a cup of tea. I went to McDonald's at 6:30 to get coffee, because I needed a strong coffee. So I went to McDonald's and got breakfast and came back. And then I typed up everything and broke the story on British Wrestling Radio, and everybody was going, no fucking way. And we did it. And oh, fuck me. It always seems this time of year, WrestleMania time, that we always lose somebody special, that we always lose somebody that we didn't expect. And last year, we know it was the Ultimate Warrior. Year before, it was Paul Bearer. Mae Young as well, last year as well. We always seem to lose somebody that's dear to all of us, and it's a shame. And everybody knows what the Warrior meant to me and quite a few other people. I
can't believe it's been a year since Warrior.
You can't. Fucking hell. It's next month, isn't it? It's first week in April that it happened. Fuck me, don't. I'm not even going to go there, because literally I'll fall about bursting into tears again. Because I remember we said that night, and if Nixy comes in, she'll do it. Both of us said to us, remember that night, Ross, I don't know if you remember it, we said, knowing WWE now, they'll get CM Punk, who was taken on Taker at WrestleMania, do you remember? Yeah. And we said, they'll get him, they'll fucking disrespect Pringle, they'll disrespect Bearer. And what did he do the following Monday? Get the fucking ashes and got the urn, and he was doing all this shit with the urn and everything. and he was really having a pop at Paul Bearer, and we were like, oh, here we go. Fucking called it. We fucking called it. So, and that's what happened. What's your memories of Paul Bearer of us? Do you remember having any good, funny things? I remember when we were with the Taker.
I remember, obviously, the big one was WrestleMania 20.
Yeah.
And then just all the people he managed, like Mankind, Undertaker, Kane.
Vader.
Yeah.
Managed Vader, yeah. I just remember the first time I saw him, I mean, it was just when I got back into WWF. I bought tickets to see him at Sheffield, and I had no idea who The Undertaker was. Because he wasn't on SummerSlam 91. That was the first one I ever saw. And I found out they were coming to Sheffield that year, so I went, I've got to go and see British Bulldog. I've got to go and see him. And I bought tickets, and that match that night was The Undertaker versus Roddy Piper at Sheffield Arena. And he put Piper in a body bag, like the gimmick used to. He used to put his opponents in a body bag and all that. And, it was fucking banging that night. I remember watching that. I can still remember some of the matches. We had Big Boss Man versus the Mountie. Remember that? Oh, dear. I think when you look back at everything that Paul Bearer did, I just remember his high voice. First time I heard him, I'm like, how the fuck does he get that high? And going, oh, yes! And like, what the fuck's that? And completely blew me away. And
but I'll tell you what, though, I did pop pretty big when he did that at Mania 20.
Oh, when he come out and he went, oh, yeah! Yeah, when he returned as the dead man. Can you believe it now? That's nearly 11 years ago, that fucking Mania moment. Oh.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Ben's just going to go into the chat room, the double cross, when he double crossed Taker at Mankind at SummerSlam in the Boiler Room Brawl, and he came out and he double crossed him, and everybody was shocked and everything. So I remember that. Just going, what? You can't double cross the Undertaker? I'll put me straight on thing that I've never been the biggest Undertaker fan ever. I never have been and never will. Sorry. I just don't, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's just something about it was just like that. I mean, when you see two people in a queue for tickets and they're dressed, and it's 29, 30 degrees, and both of them are dressed full Undertaker outfit with the makeup on and the full jacket and the hat and the tie and everything, and you're going, taking it a bit too seriously, I think. Yes. And he goes, oh, yeah. He says, do you know what the funny thing was? I always remember it. He stood in that queue, and everybody stood in the queue, and I'm stood there like a twat and everything, getting ready for the tickets. And one of them turned round, and he went, can you guess who we're a fan of? And I went, no. And he went, are you serious? And I went, yeah. Because I didn't know what Taker was. I didn't know. And he went, Undertaker. And I went, I said, this was before I used to paint my face winters. Don't even fucking start. And I just looked at him and went, no, I ain't got a clue, pal. Sorry. And he went, The Undertaker, best wrestler of WWF. And I went, opinion, mate, opinion. And that, but I didn't start painting my face till 1992. I'll give it straight now. I saw the Ultimate Warrior, and then I was just blown away, and then I decided that I grew my hair, and had my hair like the Warrior, so I decided to paint my face. Yes, okay, I painted my face at SummerSlam. I painted my face at UK Rampage 92, and I used to paint my face all over. And yes, I painted my face last year for the Ultimate Warrior tribute show at Raw. Everybody remembers the picture, because I did it fucking shit. The first time I painted my face in nearly 20 years, in over 20 years, and I did it, and I fucked it up. But it's the things, I mean, 2 years since Bearer went, though. Crazy, crazy. Where's it gone? And his son went last year, didn't he? His son died last year. One of them inducted him into the Hall of Fame, so that's a nasty, nasty thing to happen, of course. But anyway, I don't know. Where the fucking hell is Nixy? I mean, Jesus Christ. She's like, I said to her, no rush, but fuck me, this is, I mean, she's not going to join us. At least she could fucking tell me. I bet she's bloody told me and everything, so that's, I'll have a look. I'm looking on my phone now. I'm like, ding! And there's an internet shit. A better internet shit, you know. Anyway, British wrestling. Last Sunday was the I had the great pleasure of seeing quite a few American wrestlers for a change. St. Neots in Cambridgeshire, if anybody's been there, the Private Centre is a nice little place. You've got some great seating, great venue. Southside Wrestling held Battle of the Eagles 5. All I can say is there is a new champion. The triple threat match for the title was between Robbie X, Mark Haskins, and Tommy End. Haskins had been the holder of the belt for nearly 18 months. He'd held it since the anniversary show 3 in 2013. So he held it over a year. I mean, Robbie X pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Robbie X, the first Triple Crown winner of the belt. What people didn't know was that the Righteous Army, led by Joseph Connors, surrounded the ring. And Joseph Connors had got the Money in the Bank briefcase, which he won last year, in summer of last year. And all of a sudden, you had Jimmy Havoc on one side, Kaylee Ray, and this other gentleman called the Prodigy, that he was there as well. He didn't look too happy when I was shouting, "Smite my bitch up! Smite my bitch up!" And only Joe Connors got it, and he just gave me a smirk on his face. And he's like, "He broke character. You've broke kayfabe. You broke kayfabe, son. You're supposed to be the evilest man in the world." And I'm going, "Smite my bitch up." And afterwards he came up to me and he goes, "Why did you say that?" And I went, "Well, you're the Prodigy, aren't you?" I said, "I couldn't sing Firestarter. He just smacked my bitch up. It was funny." And Joe Connors was like, yeah, that was cool, that was really funny. So I got it. No one else did. Jimmy Havoc decided to beat the shit out of Robbie X, and followed by Kaylee Ray, who is also now the queen of Southside. She's won the belt. And they just beat the living shit out of Robbie X. So bad, in fact, that 3 gentlemen at the side of the ring took offense to what Jimmy Havoc was doing. And they was going to kill him. And I mean kill him in every word. They was really going to go at Jimmy Havoc. And Jimmy Havoc, being the heel that he is, went back at them. And it was going to go down fucking big. And I'm sat there going, "Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get fucked. Don't do it." But anyway, Joseph Connors came out, beat the shit out of Robbie X. He couldn't even breathe. He pinned him. And now Joseph Connors is the Southside heavyweight champion, and the Righteous Army have got 2 of the 3 of the 4 belts that are available in Southside Wrestling. They now hold the Queen of Southside, and they also own the heavyweight title. Jimmy Havoc's going after the Speed King, and I don't think Nixy Newman, you will never, ever be in charge. Never in a million years will you be in charge. Anyway, Ross, watch this. I'm going to wind her up straight away. Well, here she comes. When she comes. When she decides to answer a bleeding Skype. But, Ross, wait till this. I'm going to joke her. I'm going to full on a joke here. Yeah. Watch this. Where is it? She's not even answering a fucking Skype. Can you believe it?
Yeah, she's she's on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's not on because she's not answering.
Oh.
Nixy, are you answering or what? No, there you go. No. Try her again. She's got the cheesiest fucking grin on her face on her picture. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Can somebody tell Nixy Newman in our chat room to answer her fucking Skype? This is crazy. Fuck me, Jan. I don't believe it. Yeah. It's just crazy. Anyway, but we'll get back to... Southside was great as well. Styx came out to a massive pop of being a face now. He teamed with X-Pac against the Righteous Army of the Prodigy. Smack my bitch up. Smack my bitch up. Oh, the Pledge. That was it. The Pledge. He's not called the Prodigy. It was called the Pledge. That was it. And I wonder he looked at me funny if I was singing Smack My Bitch Up. There we go. But the Pledge and Kaylee Ray and Joe Connors took on X-Pac and Styx, affectionately known as Styx-Pac. So you should have seen the look that the Styx gave fucking Rob Moultman when he shouted Styx-Pac. It was fucking classic. That's all I'm going to say. It was like, what the fuck have you just come up with? But there we go. Look, no, it's all good and dandy.
Fine.
You're in. She answers it.
Right, no, I did answer it and then it crashed.
Oh, God.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Fucking crashing
Thank
everything.
you.
Go on then. I've just got an apology to make to you.
Why?
I've got a full apology in front of everybody. What did I say? That somebody wasn't returning to the WWE because she was pregnant.
Oh, God.
Did I or did I not say that? And
you said that for about 3 months.
I know, and I fully apologise now to every single person that's listening to British Wrestling Radio and everybody. I apologise. Well, as soon as I saw her run out to that ring, I went, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. But what a pop she got. It was an amazing pop she got.
Well, yeah, but they were in New Jersey,
and I bet,
She's
and I
from
bet
Jersey.
somebody like yourself, Nixy, jumped out of her bed or jumped out of her chair and went, AJ's back! Yeah!
Well, you did tell me that about 2 hours before that she was back.
Yeah, I did. I spelt it for you, I must admit.
So, yeah, I kind of knew. That was all I was saying up for. I messaged Lawrence and was like, once AJ's come out, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I just amazing. It was just so fucking funny. I've just got to announcement to make. This week has been a momentous week in the life of Chris Travis. Last Friday, he made his appearance and became Southside Wrestling's general manager at the show and got the amazing reception he did. I've put the video up on our page of his entrance when he came out. The funny thing is, and I didn't notice it, and somebody said, look at the guy that's texting. He's oblivious to fucking Chris Travis coming out to the ring, apparently. And he's like, and I'm going to watch it again now, so I'm going to be like, what the fuck? And apparently, yeah, it's true. Somebody was oblivious to the fact that Chris Travis is coming out, and everybody in the arena is stood up and giving him the biggest bleeding pop of his life. So, did that. And Chris put on his blog this week of his website called christravis.com. Go and see all about his latest blog and everything like that. Chris has finished chemotherapy. He's finished his. He's got a couple of days of tablets he had a few days ago. I don't know whether he's finished, but he went to the gym 2 years ago, 2 days ago, and did a workout which he's put on his blog exactly what he did, and he's gone back in today. He couldn't fucking move yesterday. He couldn't move. He said he was in so much pain, but it was good pain. So he's happy and he's great and he's back. This is the thing I cried at yesterday. Through my illness, I didn't lose weight. I put weight on. So my weight went from 13 stone 10 to 15 stone 4. So my weight went up. Chris Travis went from 13.5 stone to 10 stone 3. So he's a 10-stone weakling in his own eyes, he says. So he's going to get that back, he says. And he's put it this way, he's sprinting before he's walking. Let's put it that way to the poor lad. But it's nice of him to chat to him. And the funny thing is, I mean, you two, I don't know if you know it, but it was on about after chemotherapy, and I'm sure. And I just said to him, I says, yeah, wait till your taste buds go, mate. You won't be able to taste a fucking thing for a couple of weeks. And he went, funny you should say that. I had a sausage sandwich yesterday and I couldn't taste a fucking thing with it. And I went, no, mate, I had a coffee and a bacon sandwich and both of them tasted the fucking same. It was rank. And that was me. So both of us were sharing another chemotherapy story. So, but that's the thing what we've done. And but Chris is on the road back. Stage 1's done. This is stage 2, and we all know what stage 3 is. Because somewhere in this country, they've got to announce that Chris Travis is making his comeback. And the moment they do, it'll be a sellout. It'll be the hottest ticket in British wrestling. Any of you two got any thoughts? Where it might?
Yeah, I've got to say something. Watching that video, very rarely do I get emotional about wrestling, but that was one of those times because I know what he's been through the last, I know.
Can you believe it's been 6 months since the announcement? It's been, 6 months since he last wrestled.
Jesus.
His last wrestling match was August 31st. That was the last time he did it. And so he did that. But you can't blame the lad. I think at the end of the day, he's been on tablets every day. He's done all these things. And I swear to God now, I'm not going to mention my illness ever again. I'm not going to do it. Because we've got to a stage now in my life where, yes, okay, it happened. And yes, okay, I don't want it to happen again. And all these things. And hopefully it'll never come back. And I can live a full life and live to the ripe old age of 55, if that. But I mean... We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how. But we know the fact that British Wrestling Radio will always be behind Chris and everything. And like I said last week, we are going to be doing a charity event again, but it's not going to be like every other charity event that's always been. This one is going to be different. This one is just going to be me. It's going to be me playing music and also talking about every single thing under the sun for as long as I want, and see how long I can go for. And it's to raise money for the Woodland Centre, where I did my treatment, and I can't wait. And
what are you doing now?
Well, I'm another charity event, but not as yet. It's going to be a different one. It's not going to be like me, you talking for 24 hours again. It's just me playing.
No more 24-hour shows, you've been told.
Listen, I've said before, hold on a minute. Before you go on your bleeding high horse and shoot me down in flames, this is a completely different type of show to everything else I've done, so don't even go on me. It's me playing music. It's me being a DJ. It's been me like doing a DJ for a wrestling show. I used to be a DJ about 25, nearly 30 years ago, so this is the way of me just going back and doing something I've always wanted to have a go at, and it's just raising money for the Woodland Centre. That's it. And yes, Nixy Newman, before you even fucking start, I said at the start of this show, the worst week of my life, fucking boom floof. I fucking hate you.
Brilliant.
I hate you so much right now. That fucking song from the early 2000s.
I remember that song.
I hate you so much right now. Anyway, how's it been with your two? I mean, you've got anything, Nixie, that's happened with you this week, apart from having to go at me with floof boom every 2 fucking seconds?
It was pretty good, though.
Yeah. I had a nice chat with X-Pac on Sunday. That was cool.
I know, I heard. Look at him name dropping now.
I know, it's fucking great, isn't it?
Look at him, oh no, spray, isn't it?
It was fucking amazing.
Well, that's Stacey Solomon.
Oh, fucking I've got nose hair. Yes, I've got nose hair.
Don't tell us that.
I know, but I'm pulling them out of my fucking nose. That's the thing.
I don't want to know that.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ, it's not your arse, it's your nose.
I've got a funny story from Sunday, and this is fucking bang, and I've not told anybody. I think Ross knows. I think I told Ross, but I saved it for tonight. This is banging, and it's absolutely fucking hilarious, because, it might be not hilarious to everybody else, but to me, this was great. I was in a shop, me and Michael Webb, and Webby was in a shop. He was getting some food. And it was after this. Webby had taken down the ring, because now he takes down rings and everything now. He's really involved in the thing. And we were stood there waiting for his food. And walked through the door, Tommy End, Johnny Andrew Everett, Joey Ryan, Candice, the world's cutest tag team, Kaylee Ray, Ben and Sarah Old, Harry Old, and X-Pac. And X-Pac's driver we got talking to. And we're all talking there, and I just started laughing my head off. And Michael said, "Why are you laughing?" I says, "There's a poster to your left of the Southside show that's just been on. And there's about 6 other people in this thing, and they haven't got a fucking clue that every single person who is on that poster is sat in this place now waiting for food." And they looked round and went, "Yeah." And then Kaylee Ray got up and went, "Oh shit, look, my twin sister's on the poster. That's Tina." And I fucking rolled. And I'm just looking, I'm like, oh my fucking good God. And all you could see is X-Pac. All these other guys are there. And I'm just looking at the poster. And there's a guy behind the counter looking. And he's looking at this poster. And he's looking round and going, "Yeah, so what?" I'm like, what the fuck? And it was just... Every single person on this poster was in that kebab shop at that time. It's fucking hilarious. And I'm just stood there going, I love British wrestling. I fucking love it to bits. But if anybody gets the chance to see the cutest tag team in action, please do. Joey Ryan is fucking hilarious. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He comes out with a lollipop, Nix, and he does his little bit at the start, and then he says, "Who would like my lollipop?" And this has been in his mouth, right? And this woman, Candy, I know her name's Candy Saunders, and she's going to kill me for this, and I don't care, but it's funny as fuck. And it just went, "I'll have it," and he just took it out of his mouth and put it straight in her mouth, and I was like, "Oh my fucking good God." It was genius. Fucking brilliant. Joey Ryan is a fucking legend. Anyone gets the chance to see the world's cutest tag team, do it. Fucking banging.
I remember, sorry, me and Mike saw him at IPW.
Yeah.
And Joey Ryan did the exact same thing. And Webby actually took the lollipop.
Who did?
Mike.
Oh! But honestly to God, it were great to see. I didn't get any pictures, I'm sorry to say. I didn't get any pictures, but it was great to talk to. I mean, Ben introduced me to X-Pac. This was the thing. And he says, "Sean, let me introduce you to Dean." And he says, hey man, how you doing? And he goes, "Dean beat cancer as well." And I says, "Yeah." And he says, "Yeah, but the best of it is, Dean comes from the same place as Chris Travis." X-Pac looked straight at me and he goes, "Fuck, is there something in the water? Is the water funny? Fucking something?" And I said, it must be like, and I told Chris on Twitter, and he just said, "Fucking genius." He says, "I don't drink water though, I only drink alcohol." Legend, fucking legend. Sheffielders.
Oh God.
Yep, getting there. Oh God. Anyway, what you been up to this week, Nix? Come on.
Getting the videos, Road to WrestleMania videos ready mainly.
What videos?
Well, the ones that will be coming, because I've got to make sure I schedule them properly.
Oh, so you're doing some videos on YouTube again involving wrestling, are you?
Yes. Yes, obviously, for a couple of obvious reasons, I didn't manage to do...
So...
It's not No Way Out, what's it called?
You can't talk about them on here, but you can talk about them on your own show.
I do both.
Fucking mutiny, this is.
Oh, shut up.
It fucking is.
I do both. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Just an announcement. Just making a breaking announcement. House of Pain Evolution Wrestling. Late breaking news 5 minutes ago. Global hero Joe Hendry is on his way to House of Pain Evolution tomorrow evening. God knows what he's doing. Who fucking tapping?
Not me.
Right. Next week I get paid, you two, and I am going to buy 2 headsets. And if I hear fucking tapping when I've bought you these headsets, and I will send them you the same day, and I swear, and the Lord's my judge, if I hear fucking tapping off either end of my headset, you're fired.
Either head?
Yes. And by the way, for people in our chat room that's not joined us, that doesn't know about it now, we're doing a competition tonight. We're having a competition because I've got this DVD of WrestleMania 7 and WrestleMania 8 and classics. Very simply, the way to answer it is you've got to send us a message to our Facebook page. The first one that messages with the right answer wins. Okay? Very simply. We're going to be doing that in about 25 minutes, whatever it is. CZW and DW. So we're just going to get that done. And we're going to have a competition and everything. We've got a good question, by the way. It is a banger, so you just got to use your thinking caps on and go from there. But when it gets that, and then I post that out, not this weekend, following next weekend when I get paid for my job, and then I can do all that for you as well. Good evening to CZW and DGUSS, whatever his full name is in the chat room. CZW and DGUSA beat WWE and TNA. Congratulations on being the longest name in our chat room that we've ever had. Thank you. Very, very nice. Superb. Cool name. Also, Brendy's in there, Ben Ford also, and everything. And get well soon, Ben, from your flu as well. Now, last weekend, have you seen Ring of Honor anniversary show, Ross?
I haven't. No.
You haven't? Oh, fuck. I was really going to hoping you had. There's a rumour going on this week that Samoa Joe's only doing 4 dates. Have you heard this, Nix? That Samoa Joe's making his way to WWE?
I have heard that, yeah.
What do you think? Samoa Joe? WWE? Good idea?
Well, it depends what he's going to be doing in there. Is he going to be in there as a wrestler or as a trainer?
NXT, innit? It's got to go in NXT.
Mm.
And then we'll see how it goes from there. But he's 36, isn't he? He's about 36, 35. Can anybody give me the right age of Samoa Joe? I've heard that his name might be Joe Samoan. It's crazy as it may seem. Also, you've got. What is this about? You've got to watch WrestleMania 9, Nix.
I'm doing the. Remember we talked about it. I'm going to pick 3 WrestleManias like every few days. There's a vote on the page, and then whatever one it is, if I haven't seen it, I'll watch it and then do a quick video about it.
Yeah. So you've picked WrestleMania
I have
9.
not. No, I picked. What did I pick? I think I picked 9, 12, and 24.
And everybody said no.
And then there was and the most people so far it's between 12 and 9.
9.
But everyone said 9.
Yeah, I want you to go through hell. Because 9 is the worst WrestleMania ever.
All right, go on. We'll have a vote on here. You've got 12, 9, or 24, whatever
9.
One you want.
9. Make Nixy go.
Type it in the
hell.
box. Most votes wins.
9.
I've heard apparently 9 is rubbish, so I don't know.
Give it 9. Make her go through fucking hell. 9. 9. WrestleMania 9. Worst WrestleMania
9.
of the fucking lot. Get it bleeding watch, bitch. Get it there. Fucking telling you now. You've got to make me... Right. So what have I got to watch? And if you fucking say 17, I swear I will fucking kill you.
16.
Did you keep what you said last night?
Oh, fuck no. I don't want to watch 17. I don't want to watch it. Everybody says to me, oh, what's your favourite WrestleMania? It's got to be WrestleMania 17. Is it? Fuck. My favourite WrestleMania ain't 17. Never has, never will be. I've watched half of it, and I'm going to watch the other half in the next life, hopefully.
Oh, shut up and watch it. Swallow your pride.
The best WrestleMania is 18. Easily.
18?
WrestleMania 18 knocks the pants off of 17.
No, it doesn't.
Fucking does. Oh, come on, Nick. You got Hulk Hogan. Right. What was the best match of WrestleMania 17? And I'll go against you. Go on.
That's a really hard choice.
Best match of WrestleMania 17. Go on.
Well, that's a really hard choice. Because everything was good. From the filler match of the Acolytes and Taz versus Right to Censor to China and Ivory, Triple H and Austin, TLC 2. The gimmick battle royal was just fun. The hardcore match was amazing. Raven nearly died. You can't choose just one match.
Right. WrestleMania 18. Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. Easily.
Yeah, but all that is Cena versus The Rock 10 years earlier.
Bullshit! How dare you?
It's the same thing.
How dare you? No, the fact is,
Same thing.
Right, you name me another event that happened where Hulk Hogan or somebody else went out to that arena and got booed. He was supposed to be booed out the building. And he went in with the biggest baby face in the fucking company's history, The Rock. And then all of a sudden, boom, Hulk Hogan was cheered for fucking ever and they booed The Rock. It was the first time the crowd fucking turned on themselves and they were unbelievable. It's not happened since that way, since not even with Austin and McMahon at 17. You can't give me that shit.
Well, how would you know? You haven't seen it.
Don't give me that crap. I've seen enough of that fucking Oh, don't. And every time you go, oh, Linda McMahon standing up. Oh, my God, it was so fucking
That is one of the best pops ever. You can't deny it.
Hulk Hogan fucking doing his posing and everything was one of the biggest pops of all fucking time. You had NWO Hogan, you had The Rock, the height of their fucking powers, the both of them. It was fantastic atmosphere. It was amazing. You cannot possibly say that anything fucking 17 did beats Hulk Hogan and Ross on Rock. No way.
Yeah, I can. TLC too. Easily.
That sounds gimmick match. Fucking gimmick.
Not gimmick match, it's an awesome match.
What the fuck is a TLC? It's a gimmick match.
Not a gimmick match. The gimmick battle royal was a gimmick match.
Gimmicks and fucking... It's not a wrestling match. Gimmick match is TLC.
Oh, shut up. That's a stipulation match, actually.
Right, sorry, stipulation. This was a wrestling match. Rock and Hogan was a wrestling match. And also on 18, you had... And I don't care what anyone says, I've got something that will top any battle royal on anything. And if anyone can beat this, I'll say, fuck off now. The hardcore fucking title on WrestleMania 18 was hilarious. Because she started off with Maven, then went to Christian. Then
all right, that was a good bit of comedy.
The fuck? Comedy? Are you taking the piss?
It was comedy.
Fuck off.
That was comedy. That was the comedy moment of the whole show. Oh. And but what about Big Show versus Raven versus Kane?
Hey? Oh, don't. No.
What about Big Show, Raven, Kane at WrestleMania 17? That was brilliant as well.
Give over. They're talking out the ass.
Raven went through a window.
Yeah, Ross, are you going to be the referee in this or what?
Nobody agrees with me.
I'm just sitting back and enjoying this.
What will you prefer, 17 or 18? Come on.
17. Without
Fuck off.
Yes.
Don't you bollocks.
Well done.
But I will say my favourite is 15, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why 50?
I mean, you had Big Boss Man getting hung from the Hell in a Cell.
Tear him apart, Nix. Tear him apart, Nix. Go on.
Go on.
No, it wasn't. No. I like that moment, I will be honest, but the match itself was rubbish and everybody knows it.
Yeah. That's a fair shout. But also you had Triple H turning on X-Pac and joining the corporation.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you that one. Yeah, that was. I never saw that coming. You had Rock versus Austin. Yeah, you did. That was the first Rock Austin match.
That was it. Where there was supposed to be one referee, and then it was a special referee match, wasn't it?
Yeah, I put something in our chat room. I mean, I know we're going on with WrestleMania season and everything like that, but I did this thing called an Ultimate WrestleMania, and not a lot of people did it, but I think some of them was great. What it was you've given 8 matches and a main event, and of them 8 matches, they can be any of the 8 matches from any of the WrestleManias. So you've got 30 WrestleManias, and you can pick 8 matches. But this was the kicker. If you use somebody for one of the matches, you couldn't use them again. And the main event had to be one of the main events of WrestleMania. So if you used Austin Rock, if you had Austin Rock as your main event, as the best ever, you couldn't use Austin Rock again in any of your 8 matches. So, and that was a real hard one for some, because some people couldn't even fucking work it out and everything. But it was a real good one, and it's going to take me forever to think of my top 8. But what would be your top best? Sorry, Nix?
Save that until the week of WrestleMania, and then we'll do that on the show beforehand.
If you had to pick your main event of the Ultimate WrestleMania from all 30 WrestleManias, Nix, what would it be?
I really need to go away and think about that. I can't. I know it wouldn't be Triple H and Cena from 2006.
Okay, there we go.
Way.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a special show the night before WrestleMania and before the Hall of Fame. We'll have a special show. I think if WZR don't have one, then we'll have one just the same. or in fact, we'll keep ours Thursday night before WrestleMania. That will be the ultimate WrestleMania reveal.
Yeah.
Think about your 8 matches, think about everything, and get your top 8 matches and your main event, and see how you go. Did you get your free $25 voucher this week, Nix, for Network?
No.
Well, apparently, if you'd been with the Network for a year, from the start, you got a $25 voucher to spend at shopping WWE.
That's it. I'm going to have to go on to another. Where's my iPad gone?
Yeah, well, I ain't got one, so don't worry about it.
I'm asking where my iPad is. It's on bloody Sim City next to me.
Yeah. Listen, don't worry about it because I ain't got one. It's just that a friend of mine, Dean Pickering. I
saw that as well, but I haven't had one either.
Yeah, he got one through Dean, who does the Wrestling Mania podcast and great show, and involved up there with Preston, and we got them as well. So no worries about that. So I mean, Ross, what would be your ultimate main event if you had one?
Yeah.
From all the main events from WrestleMania.
Probably. This might not go down very well, but Austin Michaels when Mike Tyson was the enforcer.
WrestleMania 14.
Yeah, when Austin won his first title.
Oh, fucking hell. That's different. But I don't think when I look back and they had these double main events and everything like that, I used to like it when it was just one main event. And it was like, this is it. This is for the title. This is what you've been waiting for. And everything. I must admit, I've got to watch 16. I've got to watch that from start to finish. I've got to see WrestleMania 17. I've seen the main event of WrestleMania 17. I didn't think... Right, flip it. Nix, what's your worst main event of WrestleMania? The worst one of all 30.
The worst?
The worst main event of WrestleMania there ever was.
You know, if you could call it a main event, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Because it was technically a main event. But it was for the World Heavyweight title, so technically it's one of the main events.
That wasn't a main event because you had CM Punk versus Jericho, and you had Triple H versus Taker, and it's the first one they had, and then you had Cena versus The Rock, first one. So Sheamus versus Bryant was never the Undertaker. Oh, yeah, Miz versus Cena. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. I think that you look back, Daniel Bryan and Sheamus wasn't even close to being main event that year. Cena versus Rock 102 or Cena versus The Miz. It seems as though The Miz versus John Cena is the one that everybody hates so far. Was that WrestleMania 27 or 28? 27.
I was going to say 27 seems to spring to my mind.
Yeah, ring a bell. Next, what? I mean, there was some fucking awful ones. I remember me and you, Nix, going mental about the second Rock and Cena one. Do you remember?
I can think of a really, really awful match, but it's not a main event.
Go on.
Vince McMahon versus Bret Hart.
Oh!
27 or 26.
WrestleMania 26.
That was awful.
Yeah, I can think of a worse one.
So can I.
Go on.
Any match involving Edge.
No, that's not fair. Shut up. Be very careful where you tread.
Lesnar versus Goldberg. Fuck me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
The whole crowd were against them. 2004, the one AJ was at.
Yeah, here's one for you then, Nix. Worst match involving Taker at WrestleMania. Oh, there you go. Taker versus Giant Gonzalez. That's mine.
Yeah, that one. That one, remember that bloke who said it was his favourite?
Oh, yeah, fuck me, yeah. Remember when he goes, Taker versus
You know what
Henry.
we should do?
Oh,
we shouldn't only ever...
Taker versus Henry 23.
We should have
match.
our best 8-match WrestleMania card, and then we should have our worst 8-match WrestleMania card.
If you want to do that, peeps, you can go right ahead and you can go straight ahead. Ross, what's your worst match involving Taker?
It's the. Do you remember? So I'm laughing while I'm thinking about it. The tag team match, Undertaker and Nathan Jones versus A-Train and Big Show, I think it was.
When the fuck was that a tag team match? It was an handicap match, weren't it?
No, but it was supposed to be though, wasn't it?
Ah, fuck that. It was a bleeding handicap match. Oh, fucking hell. WrestleMania 19, I think that was, right?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Fucking hell.
Uh-oh.
Nixy Newman admits she's wrong. Hello. Bleeding hell. Man, get the flags put out.
Stop burping, I heard that.
Sorry. Hey, my show burp when I fucking won. I'm having beer tonight. I'm having Budweiser beer, so I'm in a good place. I've got to be. I return back to work tomorrow. WrestleMania's all these things about it. We've heard all these great things that's gone about all throughout the years. And it's going to be good. I mean, if Brock Lesnar's having this argument with Vince about... It got so bad, apparently. They were shouting so hard that everybody heard them in the back. And it was going worse and worse and worse. What? What's that? Excuse me. Hold on. Please. That is fucking up my ears, Nixy Newman. I'm sorry, Nix, but fucking hell. Don't do that. It fucks up your ears and it fucks up all the bleeding music and everything. Nix, don't... Oh, Jesus. She's not speaking to me now. Yeah. You're not in trouble. It's just a fact that it just fucks up everything we've got here. It just completely fucked everything up then. She doesn't think of these things, Ross. She just goes, I'll just do this and see what happens. And you just sound so shit and so crap. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh.
You're not in fucking trouble, Nix. Come back on, you daft fucker. Oh, if she can get back on. We're bleeding internet. It'd be a fucking miracle. But, she just put a tag team fucking match. No. I've just come up with the worst fucking match I've ever thought of. Jesus Christ. Wait till she gets back in here. She'll agree with me on this one. Worst match of the lot. That fucking tag match between Teddy Long and John Laurinaitis.
Well, do you remember the Playboy pillow fight?
What was that between now? Fucking pillow fight. Was that Maria?
It was Candice Michelle, Tori Wilson. I think it was every diva on the roster.
Why did you have to mention Candice Michelle? I can only hear that fucking music. Oh, dear fuck's sake. That was the worst fucking match ever. That was terrible. That was all the Candice Michelle match. Oh, Jesus fucking hell. I remember one of the best matches involving divas was Molly Holly versus Victoria at WrestleMania 20.
All right.
I remember that one because she shaved her head. Because she shaved Molly's head. Do you remember?
I actually don't know.
What? Fuck's sake, people don't remember these things. And oh my God, Victoria versus Molly Holly at WrestleMania 20 was brilliant.
I mean, the only person I remember shaving their head was
Vince McMahon.
No, sorry, the only female I remember shaving their head was what was her name? She joined
Molly Holly.
No, there was someone else I thought of. Serena Deeb. When she joined the straight edge.
Did she do that at WrestleMania?
No.
Not WrestleMania, no.
Oh no, Serena. I know what you're on about. Straight Edge Society.
Yeah.
Nix, if you're going to do that, warn me, because you fucked up my ears, you fuck up the bleeding producing side of things, and it just sounds static. That's all it was. That's why I just disconnected you.
Tag team player.
Just don't do that. It fucks everything up.
Tag team player.
Tag team, I just said to him, one of the worst matches. John Laurinaitis versus Teddy Long for GM spots at one at WrestleMania.
Oh, was that at WrestleMania?
Yeah. Or
what about Umaga versus what's his face where they shaved Vince's head?
Or Bobby Lashley, yeah. Umaga versus
him versus Donald Trump.
Oh yeah. There's all these things with WrestleManias, and you know for a fact you're gonna get great matches. You're gonna get one. The one thing that everybody remembers from last year, and I think
I just remembered another awful one.
Go on.
Playboy pillow fight. Remember that?
Foster said that. Yeah, Candice Michelle and all that. Yeah.
Oh, your favourite music. I'm not going to play it though.
Oh fucking hell! Don't, no! Please don't. Now, throw your hand up, fucking hell! Oh. It just. Oh, it's. Let me show you how to move your body. Move your body. Do. Fucking hell! There were two themes that used to rip my knitting really back in the noughties. One was Candice Michelle and the other one was JBL's, because that fucking mooing of a cow used to go freaking like crazy. Nixy, I swear to God, I fucking don't do it.
Sorry, I pressed play by accident.
Yeah, it fucks everything up. It really does.
Sorry, I'm trying to get off it and go back to Sim City, actually.
Oh, God, you want to go to fucking Sin City. Jesus.
Sim, not Sin.
Yeah, Sin City. Sin Shitty. Some pretty shitty city and all that.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Tag team player.
Yeah, no, kids.
Hey, shut up, you bleeding kids. I'm oldest one here, you're two.
And I'm the youngest one here. You're mentally the youngest.
Let's go to... Let's go fast forward. Let's go to Raw this week. Yeah, Jon Stewart with Seth Rollins. If ever there was somebody that gets it, Jon Stewart is a guy that gets it, because he's not one of these that's like, Ross, what have you tagged me in here? If you've took me in that fucking Candice Michelle, what have you done? Oh dear, no, I get you. I think Jon Stewart with Seth Rollins, that was cool. You can see the thing that's happening and everything with Raw. But what did you toast think of that segment with Jon Stewart and Seth Rollins?
I didn't like it, but I can understand why they did it, because it's so close to Mania.
Why didn't you like it?
It just seemed too... I don't know, it's the comedy aspect of it. I think, because I'm not really a fan of comedy in wrestling, it just wasn't for me.
Right. Yeah. Nix, did you watch it? No, she's not there. She disappeared. I liked it. Hey, what?
Nothing, brother.
What did you think to Jon Stewart with Seth Rollins segment, Nix?
What was the line I messaged you that made me laugh?
I don't know.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
I'm just going to look up your chat.
I'm looking up your chat, I know. SWAT team stripper with Lady Gaga's hair?
Yes, a bit.
Oh, fuck's sake, yeah.
How much of that do you reckon they scripted?
Easily scripted it. Easily. But I enjoyed it because it was a comedy thing which is needed, and I liked the bits of it, I must admit. We'll get rid of that one. Bray Wyatt with this casket. Now, we hadn't talked about Bray Wyatt's promos over the last few weeks, so now this is our chance to do so. Bray Wyatt, the rumour, I don't know whether this is true, and what do you reckon to this rumour, Nix, that nobody writes the promos, he does them off the top of his head.
I've heard that.
Nobody gives him a script. Bray Wyatt does these off the top of his head. If it's true...
I've heard it, but I'm not sure. If it's true, then bloody hell, he's a genius, but...
Yeah, Ross, have you heard this rumour?
Yeah, I can fully believe it, actually. Like, because he's so into the character, I can fully believe that he writes his own promos. I know that he has to run it by someone first, but...
I remember somebody last year, I was on my way to work, and somebody didn't answer their phone last year. And if I remember rightly, I sang He's Got the Whole World in His Hands down the phone to him.
Yes, you did.
I think this was 2 days after WrestleMania last year. The
Was it
problem is, I've got this. I mean, everybody's got these daft things, and I do evil things when people don't answer the phones. I know this is breaking off subject, but I did this one with my niece, and Ross might laugh at this, and Nixy, I know you're not going to laugh at this because it's so fucking wrong. My niece is Rebecca. She's a big wrestling fan and everything, and she never answers the phone, ever. So she goes to answer phone, and I just think on top of my head, and I came up with this guy that was a Romanian guy that wanted to buy some dogs that was advertised on Gumtree. That's because I wanted to put them in a dog fight in evil bastards. And be evil bastards to them. Yes. Me going to want to buy all your Romanian dogs so I could put them in some dog fighting and have them watch those evil bastards eat each other to pieces. Yes? And I put that on an answer phone. And my niece flipped out. She completely lost the plot.
Brilliant.
So I've also done one when she said she's selling a paddling pool as well. But yeah, going back to it, I mean, Bray Wyatt, if he does come out with that, the promos he's been cutting with The Undertaker, somebody's got to say, this is how you do it. This is how you do the promos. Because he's nailed it. I mean, even with the caskets and all these, Nicks. I mean, surely you, as an Undertaker fan, Nicks, appreciate what Bray Wyatt's been doing over the last 4 weeks or something.
I do, yeah. You can't not appreciate it. If you don't appreciate, not a fan.
I mean, this week with the casket, I mean, what did you do? Oh, Kane. He's doing a Kane. Did you?
No, I just, to be honest, I don't complain at all. I just watch and see what he does.
So him setting on fire didn't once bring up Royal Rumble. When was it?
He did it during a Raw, actually.
What?
No, he did
Kane set fire to
the as well.
He set fire to the coffin at the Royal Rumble. It was set up WrestleMania 14 with him versus Kane. Because he had the match with Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels did his back on that bleeding casket. And they did it. They all put Undertaker in the casket. Kane took it away, poured petrol on top and set fire to the fucker. It wasn't 96, because 96... Wasn't 96 at the Alamo? Wasn't that Shawn Michaels versus the Psycho Sid? No, that was 95. Sorry, I do apologise. But yeah, I think Bray Wyatt's promos have been amazing. Petrol. Thought it was gas. Wah, wah, wah. Funny fucker. Yeah.
No, but I put, like, just jumping in here, I think since Bray Wyatt actually debuted, he just gets it.
But why didn't he get it as Husky Harris?
Because it's not a character, it's just a thing.
But surely Husky Harris should have worked.
No. I think he works better with a character and not just a name, if you know what I mean.
And he had a chance to progress it on NXT with Bray Wyatt's start, and then they went to the main roster. And it's an NXT success story again. It's another NXT success story, isn't it? Because they did it with the Shield and Bray Wyatt and all the other things.
I think with Husky Harris, there was too much, it was too restrictive, and now with Bray Wyatt, he can just run with it.
Yeah, good point. Also on Monday night, and I'm going to regret this, there's a match now that's been set up for Mania. The Bella Twins will take on the team of Paige and AJ. That is set in stone now. Nixy, you can scream as much as you want, but they've made the match.
I'm not going to scream because, alright, I don't want them there, but it's a chance for AJ and Paige to work together again in a totally different way. I'm seeing the bigger picture and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah. I watched a bit of Total Divas, and I don't know why I did it, but it was because Paige was on it, and it was on YouTube. And Paige's dad, who people don't know is Ricky Knight, found out that Paige is having a tattoo And Nix, you've just got to see it. Just brilliant, because he goes fucking apeshit at her. Going, you don't need a fucking tattoo. You don't need no tattoo. You're gorgeous as you are. And she's sitting there and she hangs up on him and she goes, I'm still getting it. I don't care what he says. I'm still having it. Typical young lady against the dad. It's typical there, Nix. Superb. Absolutely brilliant. Gee, if you don't watch Detour Divas, and I don't watch it Divas, I just saw this thing advertised on YouTube on the WWE channel that just said Paige talks to her dad about a tattoo, and it was fucking brilliant. But it was really, really cool, and I enjoyed that a lot. But I still won't watch Divas. I'm sorry, but Paige is a botch machine herself. What?
Who's just said that?
Winter's Lair.
Lance. Lance in trouble.
Hey, do you know what they should do? I know this is going to create. You know Bella Twins' new theme. They should They should do it to the theme of Girls Aloud and Love Machine. Come out at WrestleMania going, we're just a botch machine. We're just a botch machine. Doing that, that'd be funny. Yeah. But yeah, I think Paige and AJ. I mean, what did you think to AJ? The pop she got was fucking banging.
She would get a massive one in New Jersey, though. Don't forget.
Yeah, but it's still that. Did you see this week that Jay Lethal's had a pop at CM Punk?
I have, yes.
And somebody put a great comment. I think it was Rygal, our friend Rygal, who's in New York. He says, Jay Lethal, CM Punk makes more money on his wear, on his wrestling gear than Jay Lethal has made in his career. So, good point.
Yeah, but why is Jay Lethal?
You what? Sorry, you cut out, love. Sorry.
Why has Jay Lethal fired that shot?
Ex-boyfriend, isn't he?
Why has he started?
He's just been an ex-boyfriend, isn't he? He's just doing the ex-boyfriend mouth. Going further, I've got to say thank you to Ryan Clark and Matt Boone, who gave me a nice mention this week on the radio. And it was nice to chat to them on Tuesday night as well. If anybody wants to see it on YouTube, watch it. But it was really cool. And it was nice talking about what's happened to me over the last 6 months. And it's great. I got asked the other day, and I just want to say it now. I have been officially in remorse. Officially in remission since January. So I've all this thing about saying I've been in it since November. Apparently, you're only in remission after you've had a PET scan, which mine was December the 29th, but I wasn't actually told until I got the letter, which I saw the woman in January. So it's been nearly 2 months officially in remission. So there we go. Deano versus Nixy at WrestleMania 31. No fucking chance. I'd kill her. I'd kill you, wouldn't I, Nix?
Oh, be careful.
Yeah. Hold on. If you put something on a pole match, then you'd win it because you only take part in stipulation matches. You don't.
Be very careful what you're saying.
Right. Here we go. Competition time. Now, first one to send a message to the page on Facebook wins this. Ross and Nick say you can even do this as well. So everybody's fair game. So everybody's ready. So everybody in that chat room, if you're ready, Asa can do it, Winter's Lair can do it, CZW, Brandy, Twisty, Ben Ford, just you guys alone. If you want to take part in this quiz, we're going to do it. It's just for the regulars and everything like that. Paddle on a pole match. Yeah, good one. Right, here's a question. Okay, for anybody that wants WrestleMania 7 and 8. Dino's favourite theme. Oh, you fucker, he's put Candice Michelle on the Facebook page. You twat! Fucking hell. Oh, sorry if I upset you, but please. Right, here we go. Right, WrestleMania 7 and 8 Classic Edition in together, one box. They'll be sent out a week tomorrow in the post. WrestleMania 7 was held in an indoor arena in Los Angeles. But that's not where it should have been held. Where should WrestleMania 7 be originally have held? And why was it moved? Two-part question, because there's two WrestleManias. WrestleMania 7 was held in an indoor arena in Los Angeles. It wasn't the original place. Where was the original venue for WrestleMania 7? And why was it moved? That's the thing you've got to ask yourself. Ask away, and we'll see who comes up first. Whoever gets first, do it. We'll get it through the message. I'll get you the name and address, and then we'll post it a week tomorrow. There you go. Do you know, Nixy?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Fucking hell. Ross, do you know?
I do.
What, both ones?
Yep. It was the...
Don't tell it.
All right. I'll botch that one.
Yeah. I'm just looking because I'm just waiting to see if anything comes up. I'm still looking for the messages, but it's no messages come up this moment. We've lost likes. Can you believe it? People don't like us no more.
Gee.
We've gone down from 1650 to 1645.
Takes a piss.
Yeah, people don't like us no more. Bastards.
Wow.
Once again, if you didn't hear it right, WrestleMania 7 was held in an indoor arena in Los Angeles. But WrestleMania 7 originally was to be held somewhere else. Where was that place? And also, why was it moved to this new thing? All right. Greg Gibbs, you are absolutely correct. Well done. Congratulations. You've just won WrestleMania 7 and 8. Well done. The reason being, WrestleMania 7 was originally scheduled to be held at the Los Angeles Coliseum. But the WWF decided to move the event to the adjacent sports arena. The WWE stated the reason for the venue change was that its security concerns in the wake of Sergeant Slaughter's portrayal of the Iraq sympathizer during the Gulf War. Did you fucking copy and paste this off a fucking Wikipedia or something?
No.
Somebody did. He's done this. Fucking brilliant. He's just... It's fucking Greg. He must have copied and pasted this off the internet. Fucking got to be. Right, anyway. It's just literally just give this big fucking paragraph. Have a look at the links. Have a look at the messages. You'll see it. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, thanks very much, Greg. Well done. I'll get the DVD. You did all right, mate. Don't worry. I didn't say anything about not doing it. Very simply, I'll get the DVD sent out to you next week. If you just want me to send you your name and address at some point of the next week, we'll get that sent out to you. Well, congratulations to Greg. Next week, we'll have another competition in about a month's time. I've got some DVDs in this house I've just got to get rid of. One of them being PCW Super Show 4. Sergeant Slaughter said Rose Bowl, but the Los Angeles Coliseum. If you look at WrestleMania 6, it shows you where WrestleMania 7 was going to be held. And it said the Los Angeles Coliseum. So Sergeant Slaughter said we got it fucking wrong. There you go. Anyway, now, these new videos that's going around of this lad that's beating the shit out of his missus on these wrestling moves, and everybody seems to he's gone on this fucking craze. Well, have you seen it, Ross?
I've not seen that, but have you seen the picture of the video of it was a wrestling event and
yes, Chris somebody beating the shit out of that lass.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up, but
yeah, have you seen it next?
I sent it to you, didn't I?
What, that video of that bloke beating the shit out of that woman? For real?
Oh, no. I sent you the funny guy with the pole.
Yeah. No, this is fucked up. Ross, have you still got it?
No, I've not actually got it, but I've seen it. But
I was just going to say, could you send it to Nix? Can somebody send it to Nix so she can have a look? He throws this woman into the turnbuckle and she lands on her neck.
What's his name? I'll see if I can.
Chris. Oh fuck. Copy and pasting. Oh, he cheated. He's just admitted he cheated. He cheated. Look, he's fucking cheated. Chris Dickinson.
Right.
Sorry, everyone, for copy and pasting. He's fucking cheated. He's just admitted he cheated. I don't know. Fucking cheat. You can't do a competition rightly these days, can you? No. I remember that competition I did when I said, what was the special event in March 2012? What did Deano do on British Wrestling Radio? What was the first time in the history of wrestling? And the answer was Nixy. I farted on air. And Nixy heard it. It was her first time she'd been in. Oh, and before we go any further, this week is a momentous week for one Nixy Newman and me. Okay? Reason being is 3 years ago this week, I decided to say to Nixy, would she like to be the new co-host of British Wrestling Radio? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I do, yes.
So happy birthday. 3 years Nixy Newman has been part of British Wrestling Radio. I can't believe it. I thought, do you know, honest truth, I didn't think it'd last 6 months. I really didn't. I think, if anybody remembers, we used to have a guy called Vendetta. And give him his, bless his heart. Bless Vendetta's heart. If everybody didn't know what Vendetta was, Vendetta is the greatest producer of all time. He taught me how to do this. He taught me how to go about it. And amazing guy. Amazing young lad. One problem with Vendetta, though. He couldn't speak English that well. And he was French-Canadian. And I just thought that I asked somebody in the early days of British Wrestling Radio, when we used to have Seamus Island and Asa, and we used to start, who could we ask and who could we get involved? And I just asked for a guest host, somebody to be my new co-host to talk to. Never heard Vendetta speak in my life. Never heard him speak. And then all of a sudden he says, can I be the host? And I went, yeah. And then the moment you heard him talk, it was like, oh, fuck, what have I done? And then Vendetta one night decided to cut a heel promo on every fucker in the chat room. And I just said, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I am being a heel. I am being a tosser. I am being a wanker. And it was so funny, but at the same time, a lot of people didn't come back. So I just said look, I'm going to get somebody else, mate. And he said, you can still produce the show. But, and so I just did this to him. But he came on once a month. But I don't even know what he's doing these days, Vendetta. I really don't. I think he's a lorry driver. I think he drives a big lorry somewhere all across Canada now. And but I do wish him all the best. And I do wish him everything. But I miss him. I miss him a bit. Not much, but I do miss him. But I got this person at the other end of my headset here called Nixy. And I remember the first thing she said, and I remember everything you said first, and you said, whatever you do, I'll join, but whatever you do, don't call me Nicola.
Yeah, or Nick. Worst name ever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I said, okay. And then that was it. And I said, Nixy Newman. And then you made your debut, and everything was good. We had 3 of us doing it. And we were talking about it, and I just slipped into place. And you was the first and only female person that did a weekly radio show, wrestling radio show. Everybody else's was males. And I just thought it was something different. And yeah, we've had us ups and downs. I fired you twice last year. And but we've had us ups and downs, and as everybody does, it's every friendship as it's the ones the friendships that you treasure the most are the ones you have ups and downs with. And I've always said it, and I've never once regretted hiring Nixy to be the co-host of British Wrestling Radio. Like I'm not going to regret hiring Ross, because it gives us another edge. It also gives us an edge of the shows down in London, down the way, because Ross goes all the other shows down there. He never misses anything like that. He always goes wrestling. So, and I know he's been itching to come on this program for fucking months. So
Yeah, I've been annoying you since I started listening, haven't I?
yeah. So we did that, but yeah. And there's Ben as well. Ben's over in Wales, and he's going to come on. Hopefully, we'll get Ben on next week at some point and see how he's been, and then we'll go from there as well. I don't know what day next week because I think I'm working nights next week. Hold on, Tuesday. It might be Wednesday night next week. It might be a Wednesday. Yes, it will. It'll be Wednesday night, the next British Wrestling Radio. Next Wednesday. So, we'll do that because I can't do Thursday, Friday because I've got 6 night shifts, so I can't possibly do them at any point, any Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or like that. Next week on Saturday, I'm going to the Wembley Arena. I've got a spare ticket as well. I can't get rid of it. To see Steel Panther in concert. So, but I can't get rid of the fucking thing. So
Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah, it's Wembley Arena. It's to sit with Lindsay and her mum. Because I'm being a carer for my mate in a wheelchair, so I've got to look after him. So that'll be cool. I can't wait to see Steel Panther again. Anyway, get back to wrestling. AJ, is it great to see her back, Nix? She looks like she's put on a bit of weight. No, she's gone?
No.
All right. What did you think, Ross? Nice to see you back?
Yeah, she definitely got the reaction that I think WWE were looking for.
Yeah. So I look at it, and I think it was great to see her. The pop was great. It was just what she needed. See her with the Bellas. If anyone can get a good match out of the Bellas, it's got to be Paige and AJ. It has to be. In what way do you mean my favourite darkest wrestler? In what way? What is that supposed to mean? Hey, Deano, who's your favourite darkest wrestler? What's that? Dark, like in Undertaker or Papa Shango and all that?
If that is like, if that's an open question, at the minute, mine's Bray Wyatt without a doubt.
If I had to pick a dark wrestler like that, it'd be Sting. When he didn't talk for a year. When he
was doing the Crow?
Yeah, when he was doing the Crow in WCW. I'd have to say that easy, because you don't have to say a word. The best promos are the ones when you don't speak. I mean, we remember when Triple H and Undertaker did it, and they just looked at the sign, and it was like hair went up on your hands, on the back of your helmets, and all that, and you had that going about it. But no way. I mean, when Sting didn't speak. That was just genius, because it'd never been done, had it? It'd never been done. Can't believe it's nearly 20 years since the NWO was formed. 20 fucking years? Christ, where's that gone? It's 19 years this year since NWO was formed. That is frightening as fuck. And it's just crazy the amount where time's gone. It really has. I'm scared to shit now. But, is she coming back or what? She's completely gone.
Yeah, I mean, you had so many good, like, mysterious wrestlers, as I like to call them. Like Raven, as Winter said, when you had Raven's Flock in WCW.
Yeah. Yeah, you had all them great gimmicks. It just seems that's now that you look back at them with a thing. I saw something on the network yesterday that I had this week. It's a thing about Booker T and his career.
Oh, right.
That was cool. If anyone gets a chance to watch that, WWE 24, get to watch that. Just watch it all about Booker T and all the rest of it. That is Gangrel. Excuse me, I'm fucked. I'm up in the morning. I'm up at 5 o'clock watching 6 hours of rugby league in the morning. And then I've got to go to work.
Nice.
Nice. But
yeah, I mean, Do you remember when the Brood joined the Ministry?
Yeah, I remember that.
When they were the Druids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. That was cool. I've also, what we've got to say this week is, there was another name announced this week for the Hall of Fame. Now, pardon me for breathing, but if this is me, and if I fuck up on this, I apologise. But I can't think of a good match involving Alundra Blaze.
To be fair, that's not really my era.
The only thing that Alundra Blaze is memorable for me is putting that belt in the bin in WCW when she was Medusa.
Yeah.
I think...
China.
I mean, is that another fucking pop at China or pop at all the other divas? Alundra fucking Blaze. I mean, if anyone could put me wrong and just saying, I mean, if Alundra Blaze if somebody could tell, I mean, she had I remember she had a match at WrestleMania, SummerSlam with Bertha Faye, and they had that thing, and I think, but fuck me, she was in an era of when the WWF was shocking. Remember, 1993. 1993 was awful for WWE. And, I mean, 1993 and 4 and stuff like that, them years, when you had when he was just so full of fucking Duke the Dumpster Drosny or something like that. And you had Max Moon and all them bleeding things.
To be fair, I think the likes of, say, Molly Holly would be...
Victoria!
Yeah. God, who else?
Right. I could think of some other names off the top of my head. You ready? Right. If they're going to put Medusa in for the moment, right? Right, they're putting her in for, like, she's most memorable for dumping the belt in the bin. I get that. Okay? So, Stacy Keibler for the legs. Luna, I don't think... Is Luna in yet? No. It's like that. If they're going to search Google and there's such a Alundra Blaze, Medusa, what's the first thing that's going to come up? Dumping the belt in the bin. Easy. Right? Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, Jazz, Molly Holly, Victoria. Ivory. Yeah, Ivory. Fucking hell. The woman that used to get... She used to have arenas fucking hating her to bits. When she was with Right to Censor and as a heel, she was fucking evil to the core. Beth Phoenix, another one. Beth fucking Phoenix. This full of the name that of all names. Everybody's been saying names here, but there's one name nobody's mentioned, and she should have been in this year. Of all the years to put her in, she should have been in this year. Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, that baffles me why they haven't done that.
Why don't they put Miss Elizabeth in the Hall of Fame? If for fuck's sake. I mean, I'm not being funny, and God rest her soul. And yeah, but if you're going to put fucking somebody in for the belt, put Miss Elizabeth in. She was the Macho Man's manager. You've got Sensational Sherry in there already. But, fuck's sake, you've put Sonny in the Hall of Fame. Why not Miss Elizabeth? The first lady of the first lady of the World Wrestling Federation. The first lady manager. The first one that did the things like she did. What she did in her lifetime was fucking amazing. And her and Macho together. That's bullshit. There's people died. Well, what the fucking hell did Bleeding Perfect die of? What did fucking Eddie Guerrero die of? Fuck me. There's people that's died of drugs overdoses that's in the Hall of Fame. You can't fucking do that to her. Miss Elizabeth, without a shadow of a doubt, should be in the Hall of Fame this year. Fucking, I mean, oh,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
sorry, but somebody boot Twisty Clown out of the fucking room. Not having that cunt in. Please do not put that fucking name in here, because I'll just go on another rant again. And this time I won't fucking hell back. You can't put him in for that. It's because of what happened after that. No fucking way. If you don't know that, listen to one of the past shows when I go on about it. It doesn't matter what he fucking did. It's what he did at the end of his life. That's why he won't fucking go in. No fucking chance. I went mental. A few weeks ago. Oh, fuck no. I mean, it's Miss Elizabeth in all this. She should be in it with Macho this year, of all the things. I still don't agree that Hulk Hogan's inducting Macho Man. I really don't. He doesn't know. Sorry, Twisty. Don't mind him, mate, but please don't do it. Don't worry. But fucking hell.
To be honest, do you know the situation with Bulldog? With Owen, sorry.
Yeah, it's some of the. Well, it was originally with his widow, but they seem to have ironed that out now.
Yeah, so do you reckon that can be a possibility for next year, maybe? Or
they've talked about Owen for the last couple of years, mate, because of it. But I apologise, Twisty. I really do, mate. I'm sorry, but it's just that just really, really, really winds me up at times, and it just really gets to me. So because it always in it. Yeah, but he got. But apparently, if he got organs in after he did the sex tapes and everything, yeah, and so I just think that. I mean, oh fuck's sake! This Hall of Fame, it causes every single year. It causes arguments. It causes fights. It causes rows. It causes every single thing you can imagine. And this year's no improvement. What do you think to this year's class, Ross, to be honest?
Give me a second. I'm just going to...
Well, I'll tell you who's in.
Right.
You've got Rikishi, Medusa, Alundra Blaze. You got the Bushwhackers. You've got Macho Man Randy Savage. And is that it? Is that 4? Is there more than 4?
They're talking of...
There's talking of Kevin Nash in.
Yeah.
But they don't know whether he's going in as Kevin Nash or going in as Diesel.
I've heard he's going in as Kevin Nash, so they can induct him later on as Diesel as well.
Why? Surely it would be the other way around, because surely induct him in...
I may have got that.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's it. Arnold Schwarzenegger. 5. That's it. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And apparently, Ray Stevens.
No, he was. They've dropped him. We said this last week. They dropped him from this year's, so he's not going in this year. What was it I was saying about? You can't put Diesel in as part of anything else, because he wasn't part of anything else. Diesel was on his own. Kevin Nash was part of the NWO. Kevin Nash was part of the other things he's done. But you can't put Diesel in. What are they going to put in next? Kane, right, you put Glenn Jacobs in as the most characters in WWE. Put Glenn Jacobs in as Kane, then put Glenn Jacobs in as the fake Diesel. Put Glenn Jacobs in as Isaac Yankem. Fucking hell. Which one would you put in?
But last year, did they put Scott Hall in or Razor Ramon?
Razor Ramon. So Scott Hall could go in as part of the NWO.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're angling at.
I don't want people inducted in it twice. The only reason they put him in, the only reason they did it with Ric Flair, because of the 4 Horsemen, and they could put Arn Anderson in and Tully Blanchard and Barry Windham in it. Rikishi, he's got another few gimmicks. Wasn't he that? What was the name of that? Sultan. the Sultan, weren't it? And wasn't Rikishi one of the head shrinkers as well?
Yeah, Fatu.
So he's done 3 characters. So, fucking hell. The Sultan, yeah. Where the fucking hell's Nixy gone? Where the fuck is she gone now?
I was going to say, to be honest, I was dubious on Rikishi anyway when I heard that he was going in.
She's disappeared. She's disappeared off Skype. And you look at it and you're like, well, which one are they going to put in next? If Diesel goes in, fair enough. He beat Bob Backlund in 8 seconds night after SummerSlam. Survivor Series. That's one of my favourite Survivor Series moments, by the way, when Diesel turned face on Shawn Michaels. So I remember that.
I forgot Rikishi was in TNA.
You what?
I forgot Rikishi was in TNA.
Yeah, he was awful though. Terrible. Macho Man was in TNA.
Yeah, I remember that.
For one appearance.
He helped Jeff Hardy against
Kings
Jeff
of Wrestling.
And
the Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Oh, excuse me. But yeah, when you look at all the things that's been happening throughout the careers and stuff, it is really, really bad. And I mean, I'm sorry, not bad, not bad in a bad way. Who's next? They're going to put in. They're going to put the fake Diesel and the fake bleeding Razor Ramon in.
Knowing Vince, I wouldn't be surprised.
I've heard a rumor now that they're putting the Fabulous Freebirds in next year as the tag team. They're going to start putting a tag team in every year. And I've heard that the Fabulous Freebirds are going to be going in next year. Now, the problem is with that is the thing that he does it in. Oh, yeah, he overdid it. I said that's Nixy. I'll put that to Nixy now. I'll just send that. Nixy Newman. There you go. There you go. I've sent it to her now. Will Nash's quads be inducted in Nash or Ray's knees? Or Vince Russo. Oh yeah, good one. If Diesel goes in, there's only one guy that can induct Diesel. Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
His bodyguard. He's the person he was bodyguard to. The dudes with the attitudes. That had to be one of the worst fucking tag team names of all time. The dudes with attitudes. What the fuck was that all about? I mean, oh yes, you've got HBK and Diesel. The dudes with attitudes. Fuck's sake.
Well, do you remember the Dude Busters?
The what?
The Dude Busters.
Oh god. No, Triple H. You can't. It's got to be HBK because Diesel in the WWE was Shawn Michaels. It was them two. It was that. That'll be a good idea. The Hall of Shit fame. The Hall of Shit. Instead of having the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Shit. Put a couple of names in the Hall of Shit who you think will never ever like, what the fucking hell are we on about here? And there was a few people in wrestling that you think, they'll never get in. And we're not on about the people that you just saw for a couple of weeks either, the jobbers. These wrestlers that no matter what they did or everything will never be in the Hall of Fame. But if they did a Hall of Shit, a Hall of Crap, they would go in like a bullet. Nobody would touch them. Do you know what I'd put in straight away? And this is going to be so fucking wrong. Ready, Nick? Ready?
Well.
I'd put Zack Ryder. Because that poor cow, no matter what he did, no matter what he's done, he's gone from having the best fucking thing in the world to now, no matter what he does, he can't get a break no matter where he goes. He's fucking shocking. So, Zack Ryder definitely going. Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert. The Oddities. There's another one. The Oddities. The Oddities.
Blue Meanie.
Fuck off. Fucking Blue Meanie was fucking genius. Fuck off. Blue Meanie needs to go in the ECW Hall of Fame for fucking bitches being part of the BWO.
I've got him going.
What were the name of that him? Simon Dean.
Yeah.
The Simon system. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Oh my God, the fuck.
Rico.
Billy and Chuck. You look so good to me. That fucking... Oh, Billy and Chuck. Jesus. No matter what Chuck Palumbo does in his world, he will always be remembered for that. Rennie Dupree. Oh, good. Hornswiggle. Yeah, Hornswiggle. Little Boogeyman. The Gobbledygooker. They're coming out now. Repo Man. Crush. No, Crush would be part of Demolition, wouldn't he? But would he? Would you have Crush as part of Demolition for the Hall of Fame?
Well, how long was he actually a member for? Because it wasn't that long, was it?
Yeah. Bellas.
Yeah.
Oh. You'd have Repo Man would go in but a smash of Demolition.
Truth Commission.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Oh, gee.
The Goon.
If you had to pick some... Oh, well, I'm going to think of some other ones here. The Mountie. Fucking hell. Eva Marie saying Ginger Mahal, really. Oh, fucking hell. No, Lillian Garcia for calling Jack Swagger Zack Ryder.
Oh.
You remember?
And the mess up she made of Fastlane, saying Cesaro and Tyson Kidd was still the new...
yeah, and still tag team champions. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What's she on about here? Manitou. Fuck off. What have I done? Holy shit. Oh, just because of my 3 minutes and 28 seconds in a Royal Rumble. Oh, I'd have you know, I was fucking amazing in that Rumble. Thank you very much. I was phenomenal. I threw out a wrestler that's not been seen since. Thank you very fucking much. I'll tell you straight now. You ask anybody of the 44 people that was in that Rumble, who's got the biggest cheer? Me. Who got most people chanting his name? Me. Who was the showstopper? Me. Who was the main event? Me. There you go. Telling you, I was flying that day. I threw Maximilian over that top rope, and he still landed. He's still in the Rumble because he hadn't landed on the fucking floor. I threw him so far.
Oh, God, that's like...
Oh, Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about Axel. Fucking hell. Axel Mania. That is brilliant. That is a real fucking gimmick. I am still in the Royal Rumble. Genius. Fucking genius. Whoever come up with that, fucking genius. Oh, we've got to talk about that. Stephanie McMahon turning face on Raw. What the fuck was that all about? Do you remember when she did it? She was having that promo with Cena, and they started chanting, yes, yes, yes. And she says, for the first time ever, I actually love that chant. And she turned face.
I couldn't... Well, against Cena, I think anyone could turn face to the crowd anyway.
And what the fucking hell's wrong with John Cena?
No. Well, as Ben's just said, everyone hates Cena. Like, every crowd hates him. It seems.
Yeah. Roughneck's just commented on that post you've just put up.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone doesn't know what Roughneck is, Keith Codwell is one of the guys that wrestles in them. Or he goes all the way around the country wrestling. Roughneck is a great guy. I am going to get him on this show because I think Roughneck would be great. And he is an absolute diamond. And Harrison Ford's been involved in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, reportedly hospitalised after crashing small plane on a golf course in LA.
So he can fly the Millennium Falcon through the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, but he can't do a fucking airplane.
Oh.
Too soon?
Maybe a little bit.
He can fly the Millennium Falcon through all that bleeding crap and everything like that through 3 Star Wars films here. I'm not on about one. He can fly that thing through an asteroid field. He can go through everything he can, and all of a sudden, too soon. Yeah,
I think so.
I bet he wakes up and he'll say, "Nurse, have we fixed the hyperdrive?"
Well, that's nothing. I've just read apparently Fernando Alonso, when he woke up after his crash, didn't know what year it was. He thought it was like 95 or something.
Oh, I've done that. This is absolutely a true story. I collapsed. I mean, this is nearly 10 years ago. I was working in Hastings, and I collapsed one morning. I don't know what caused it. Woke up, and everything in my mind had gone back 2 years. I thought it was 2004. I thought I was in Wales. I thought I was living in Wales. Everything you could tell me for 2 years, I couldn't remember. Lindsay was asking me about all the things that I was doing, and I said, "What are you about?" She goes, "Dean, what's today's date?" And I says, "August 12th, 2004. And she went, "Well," he goes, "Oh, I'm waiting for the Olympics to start in Athens." And I told him everything like it was 2004. She had to tell me again that my dog had died. My dog Spud had died, and I burst into tears and was crying my eyes out, so she knew I wasn't messing around. And my mind just went back, and it was like that for about 7-8 hours. And the doctors said, "Is he on drugs?" The doctors turned around to my wife and went, or Lindsay, my fiance at the time, and went, "Is he on drugs? What drugs has he taken?" They thought I'd been on drugs. And my mind had gone back 2 years. Really had it. It's fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, fucking hell. Well, best wishes to Harrison Ford, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, all that. I know why I crashed that plane. Because he found a fucking snake in the cockpit. Too soon? Too soon?
Of course, we don't mean him any.
No, of course not. It's only me laughing. Too soon? No, too soon, you know what I mean? Too soon? Yeah. Yeah. But guess what goes soon? Fucking hell, what a 12 months he has. He breaks his leg and now he's fucking in a plane crash. Fucking hell. This fucking Star Wars Episode 7 is cursed. Fuck me. It's cursed. I'm fucking scared of going to see it now. Fuck me. What's going to happen to me? Well, it's definitely not that or 50 Shades of I do not think that at all. So, but looks like Nixy's fucking disappeared completely. She's gone from chat room and everything. What the fuck?
I was going to say, Dean, that there's two things from Raw I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go on.
First of all, the TV, like the advert with the Miz and Mizdow. Niagara.
Oh, God, yeah. Niagara. Fuck me. As soon as they announce that match, the happier I'll be. Take care, Twister. Take care, mate. What's that one? Oh, there's 8. It's all these things that's happening. So, well, congratulations to Twisty on winning the competition, even though he did copy and paste it and cheated it. Twat. Yeah. But
yeah, so there was that, and the reaction that Mizdow got when the Miz slapped him.
Yeah.
And I was really, really like pulling for him to turn on the Miz.
Oh, it will. We know what's happening. It's going to happen at WrestleMania. It is going to happen.
Yeah, and also another thing I wanted to talk about was the Intercontinental situation.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God, Asa, what a fucking question, man. Oh, here we go. This is Asa's questions. What do you guys think of the latest allegations against Bill DeMott from Development Wrestlers that was used to be in the WWE? No smoke without fire. Done it before. Do it again. Cheers. Yeah. I think no smoke without fire. Really, he's not the first that's done this. But apparently Bill DeMott has got something that keeps him in the WWE. What do you think?
Yeah, he's got a because he's got a reputation for it. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was true.
With Brock Lesnar appearing at UFC 184, will he be making any deals with Dana White at the UFC? And will Vince McMahon try and persuade him to stay in the WWE? I think everybody's saying that's what the argument's about. Brock wants to do UFC while still under contract with the WWE, and Vince doesn't want to do that. So really, I don't know what the situation is like that with him. But
I mean, everyone kept saying that it was like it was a storyline, like when Stone Cold took his ball and went up.
Yeah, but that weren't a storyline. That was real.
Yeah, no, but people are thinking it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah. I just think there's a difference between going to the UFC events and taking part in the UFC events, because that's what Brock wants to do. Next bit. What do you guys think of Rey Mysterio being released and assigned with a AAA promotion in Mexico and possibly appearing at Lucha Underground 2? We said this last week, didn't we? We said he'd end up in Mexico. We said that straight away, so no bother about that. What do you think about Vince McMahon reportedly threatening to sue Brock Lesnar for the breach of contract from last week? And will he re-sign with the WWE after WrestleMania 31? With the latest circulating that he's negotiating with WWE, Bellator, MMA, and UFC. He's only going to sue him, really, if he doesn't appear at WrestleMania. That's the thing, isn't it? The script writers and everything in the WWE have asked Vince, do they want him to come up with a different plan of attack so Vince can cover the United, to cover WrestleMania 31. My take is if they're going to screw over Lesnar, they'll do it with Seth Rollins cashing in the briefcase on Monday Night Raw and putting Seth Rollins in the main event of Monday Night Raw, main WrestleMania against Roman Reigns, because that feud is going to happen after WrestleMania. You could tell it by a mile. Roman Reigns is going to win it. Seth Rollins next night on Raw comes out, twats fucking Roman Reigns, steals the title, and then you've got it set for the next 3-4 months. Roman Reigns trying to get the title back off of Seth Rollins. What do you think, Ross?
Yeah, I'd go for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the promo on Raw.
Yeah.
And I know Roman Reigns gets a lot of crap for his mic work, but I think he's improved over the last little bit.
I'm going to name a wrestler that's in the Hall of Fame. His matches was amazing, but his promos were shit. And everybody loved this guy. You ready?
Go on.
Bret Hart.
Yep. A lot of people have said that. And
name me a good promo that Bret Hart did. Bret even admitted. He said his promos were shocking. He couldn't think of them.
Do you think he would have been as successful as he was without the backing of Vince?
Oh, Bret?
Yeah.
But Bret let his wrestling do the talking. You knew when you put Bret in the ring, you was going to get a good match. It didn't matter. It's like somebody said the famous saying with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels had a match with a ladder at WrestleMania 10. He didn't have a match with Razor Ramon. He had a match with a ladder. It was that good. Same with Bret. You could put a broomstick in the ring with Bret Hart, and he would have a 25-minute match with that broomstick. Easy. No two words about it.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Ring of Honor anniversary show? No, we didn't. I'm sorry. Non-wrestling. What do you guys think of CM Punk having his first live MMA scrimmage about recently? Didn't know anything about it. What do you guys think of UFC 184 this week? Somebody talked about it, thought it was amazing. And that's pretty much for now. Thanks, guys, for answering them. Asa, there we go. Done it. What else have we got here? Richard JP. What do I type in on YouTube to find our channel? To find the channel, BWR Online. That's what you do it. And there you go. Aces did that for us. Cheers, mate. Messages. I promise I won't cheat next time. You cheeky fucker. Nice, cool. Anyway. Look, 4 messages. But no, I think looking all about tonight, it's WrestleMania 31's building up nicely. Nixy said this to me this week. She said, "Do you think it's been a bit flat?" Yes. We're getting now 3 weeks away. We're getting 3 weeks away from the biggest event of the year. And we've got hardly any matches announced. We've got the main 4. We've got Brock, Roman. We've got the Intercontinentals ladder match. What's the other ones we've got?
Got Paige and AJ versus...
There's the Bellas. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins is going to happen.
And I've got a horrible feeling that...
Andre the Giant Momo Battle Royal. Triple H and Sting. I'm trying to think of anybody else. There's no match yet for Sheamus. And he's coming back. Do you give a... I know this sounds so wrong. Is there anybody in the world that gives a flying fuck that Sheamus is coming back? Bray Wyatt, Taker. There you go. Yeah.
I think because people have been talking about it for so long, they've lost momentum with it.
Oh, yeah, Rusev and John Cena. Yeah, that's a possibility. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, do you know what I think is going to happen with John Cena?
Go on.
Obviously, Stephanie said that he's not going to get a match with Rusev, and Rusev has actually said he's actually turned him down.
Yeah.
But I think Sting's going to come in and give him a match at Mania against someone.
Oh yeah, Miz and Damien Sandow. Something like that. I agree. Totally agree. Paige is already on the main roster. Kevin Owens needs to be. Yeah.
Devitt.
Devitt, yeah. Fergal. Yeah, Balor, yeah, he's viewing it. Finn Balor or something. Yeah, that's his name, isn't it? Finn Balor?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's building up nicely. But I really hope it doesn't... I really hope it turns out to be a good one. I hope it doesn't be... I remember we built up WrestleMania 30, and there were some people saying, "Oh yeah, but that wasn't a good..." I thought it was a cracking Mania. I totally agree. CZW said it. Pac needs to move up. Totally agree. Get Adrian Neville up there now. I think they're going to do what they did with Raw last year. Remember when they moved up all the NXT guys up?
Yeah.
And they moved them up, and you had Paige debuting, and you had all these people. I think it should be great. Definitely get Adrian Neville up there. Sami Zayn is another one that should be moved up quickly soon. There is some cracking stars in NXT.
Here's a question. Do you think WrestleMania is as special now as it used to be?
No. They've cheapened the titles. If anybody remembers last year, me and Nixy had this massive, massive argument about when the streak was bigger than WrestleMania. They had to get rid of that streak. They had to get it because it was becoming bigger than anything else on WrestleMania. The streak was like the main match of WrestleMania, and it's not. Your main match of WrestleMania should be your title match. The WWE Heavyweight title should be your main match of WrestleMania. Easily. Without a shadow of a doubt. The biggest night of your lives should be that. Every title should be up. It should be Women's or the Divas, Intercontinental, United States, Tag Team, and the finishing off, the last one of the card, the last one of the night, should be the World Heavyweight Championship. Easily.
But then you heard what Vince said when he was on Stone Cold's podcast.
Go on, I forgot that. Go on.
The title doesn't mean as much now.
But it should do.
Yeah,
That's your main man. You ask anybody, I mean, Ring of Honor, World Heavyweight title. TNA, World Heavyweight title. I mean, fair enough, TNA title, who gives a fuck? But I know they're trying to hard this, and I know they are. In any company, the main match of any company, when you do a show and you've got a big show going on, is your World Heavyweight title. That title, it should be the main match. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, title. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, title. Austin Rock, title. Everything like that. Even Triple H and Jericho at WrestleMania 18 was for the title. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, title. You've got all these matches that happen, and every single is for the title. It's the main event, is the WWE World Heavyweight title. That has to be the main match. But yes, WrestleMania has lost some of its sparkle. Yes, I think when they're now in the big arenas, they've been in the big arenas now for 11 WrestleManias. WrestleMania 20 was it 20 or 22 was the last one indoors. 22. 23 was the first one in the big arenas. They went to Detroit, 80,000.
It kind of annoyed me when Vince actually said that the title doesn't mean much anymore, because if he's saying that and like everyone on the roster's hearing that, what incentive is that going to give them to go out and...
But look what you had, though, a few years ago. Look what you had on that roster. You had Shawn Michaels, who would outperform anybody on a WrestleMania show. You would have Triple H doing the title matches. You'd have Cena in a title match. JBL. You'd have all these. You'd have... the Intercontinental title would always be a good one. The United States would be a good one. All these would have storylines in place that would build them up and to be defended at WrestleMania. It's not just any pay-per-view. That's the big pay-per-view. It's the granddaddy of them all. They keep telling us all of this. But like, you just can't think about it. It's like, when you ask any wrestling fan the show they want to go to, and you can say to any wrestling fan, any British wrestling fan, if they had the chance to go to America and watch one wrestling show live, 9 times out of 10, it would be WrestleMania. It had to be. I would break my balls if it could mean that I could go to WrestleMania. I mean, I'm going to say it now because Lindsay's gone to work and she can't say it. If it was a choice between... If I had £2,000 in my bank and it was a choice between go on holiday with my wife or somebody got me a ticket to WrestleMania, no question. Easily. I went to SummerSlam 92 and I always said from that moment on there'd be one show I'd want to go and see. WrestleMania. And that's the show that everybody wants to go to. It's the show everybody wants to see go live. It's the one that everybody says, I've been to. If you say, oh, I've been to Night of Champions, oh, I've been to Hell in a Cell, I've been to Judgment Day, or I've been to Backlash or Fastlane, everybody goes, yeah, all right, that's a good one. Yeah, great for you. But say you've been to WrestleMania, different thing altogether.
Yeah.
The fact that you can say that you was one of them people at WrestleMania, it'd be amazing. Yes, Ben, it would.
It won't happen, though.
I sat, and everybody who's listening to British Wrestling Radio, Winter's Lair, everybody. I went to see Pittsburgh Steelers at Wembley Stadium just over a year and a half ago. And the first thing I did was I sat at the back of Wembley Stadium. I was right at the back. And I took a picture, which is on my Facebook page. And I was looking, for the first 20 minutes sat at Wembley, I was going, right, they could come out of that one, build a ring, the ring could be there, they could do all the pyrotechnics at that end, and I was working out what they could do for WrestleMania. You could fit 100,000 people at Wembley Stadium. Easy. There's a fucking retractable roof at Wembley Stadium, which has never been used yet. Can you believe this, Ross? That roof has not been used once yet.
Is it not? I thought they used it at the in the rugby.
No, what? Nah, they've never pulled that roof in. That's for the Millennium Stadium, you dumbass. That'd bleed on about Wembley Stadium.
Right. Okay, that's wrong.
They've never had rugby at Wembley Stadium, have they?
I thought they did have, but my mistake.
If I'm wrong, I've done a fucking know it. Oh yeah, before we go, we've been on there 2.5 hours now. Simon Cowell announced this week that he wants to bring pro wrestling back on ITV, but in a stupid, funny way. What did you think to that?
If he does do that, it could potentially kill British wrestling. If they completely balls it up.
Do you remember when they did that celebrity wrestling with Roddy Piper?
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about it, You
had D'Lo Brown and Joe Legend as the captains.
Yeah, unfortunately I do remember that, but I never could stomach watching it.
I watched the first few and it was awful. Celebrity wrestlers giving these stupid names and everything like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like I said, the credibility of British wrestling, if that happens, it could
set us back years.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, everybody looks at us now and they're saying, everybody says about the things. Why does Russo suck?
Are you asking me or?
Oh no, it's Mr. Benjamin Ford. Ben Ford says in our chat, in our thing, why does Russo suck? 3 words, 3 letters. W, C, W. Richard J. Pate. I have not heard what Building has said. I hope Ray comes to PCW so I can meet him. I reckon Brock will beat Reigns at Mania and stay with WWE. I don't watch UFC or MMA. It's too real for me. Nice comment, Richard. Like it, mate. Like it a lot. Well done, mate. Thanks very much for that.
Yeah, talking about Rey Mysterio, he's obviously appearing at 4FW in is it Swindon?
Yeah, we said that, didn't we? I said that earlier on. Yeah. 20 grand. Fucking hell. Anyway, we'll get on finish with this Simon Cowell, and then we've done for the night. If it's Simon Cowell behind it, oh fuck's sake, it'll be just like Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Wrestling. You remember that?
Yeah, like I say, I vaguely remember it, but I never.
The only thing that program was any good for, and if anybody can actually see it, get to watch it, because there was a fight. And it was between Danny. Oh, what the fucking hell? Oh, fuck's sake! There was Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell, and Dangerous Douche, Danny the Badouche, or something like that. Danny the Douche, or something crazy like that. They had a hard. If you could see it on YouTube, mate, get it. They had a hardcore wrestling match, and I am not joking. They hated each other's guts, and they tore that place down for real. It was one of the best hardcore matches I have ever seen, and I am not joking. That was fucking amazing.
Right, I've got the line up here.
Of what?
Of the celebrity wrestling.
What, from 2006?
5.
5, go on.
Right. Jeff Brazier,
Yeah.
Tiffany Chapman.
Oh.
Whoever
Who?
that was.
Oh.
Yeah. Leilani, she was a page 3 girl.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mikey Green,
Who?
God knows. Michelle Heaton,
Liberty X.
James Hewitt,
Oh, fuck off.
Jenny Powell,
Wheel of Fortune.
Lee Sharp, footballer,
Oh, God.
Scott Wright,
Yeah.
Mark Bannerman, who was Gianni in EastEnders, Annabelle Croft, Kate Lawler, Shauna Lowry, Victoria Silvstead, Oliver Skeet, Ewan Thomas, Phil Turner, and Mark Spate.
Oh, fuck me, him that committed suicide.
Yeah.
I didn't. Do you remember the joke from Frankie Boyle he did about Mark Spate?
Go on.
Don't you remember it? If people don't know, Mark Spate committed suicide. And if anybody knows what Frankie Boyle's like, then you know exactly what's going to come out. But I'm not going to say it because literally, it's fucking rotten. He fucking rotten to the core. How he could say it was fucking beyond me. And I just sat there and went, oh my God. And this was live on TV, by the way. It was on a live TV show, and I don't think it's been on since.
No.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember it, don't you? It was, oh. It just said Mark Spate's. It did. It said Mark Spate's suicide note was written in crayon because he was a children's TV presenter. So he wrote his suicide note out in crayon. Fuck me, you couldn't say that. But anyway, I'm going to edit that out. I'm not having that on fucking iTunes. We are on iTunes. I forgot to say it. BWR is back on iTunes. iTunes, just short for British Wrestling Radio or BWR Radio. Got that. We're also on the Podomatic. We're on there. We're also on YouTube, as well as we can find us on there as well. We're all over the place. We've done as many things as you can. iTunes is on. Download us. Do what you want. Put the word out. Make sure more people know about us now. So I've put us on as many things as I can find now, and as many things as we want. So best of luck finding us.
Just going back to the celebrity wrestling, I didn't actually realise there was an actual tag team that appeared on there.
Oh, go quick.
The UK Pitbulls.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, we had no fucking shows for this weekend. Fuck. Right, give me 1 minute.
Well, I've got one while you're doing yours.
Go on, do yours quick.
It's one I'm actually commentating at. It's UK Main Event Wrestling at Moat Park Leisure Centre in Maidstone. Matches include Doug Williams versus the Anarchist. Doug Williams versus Joseph Connors in a 20-minute Ironman match. You've also got Styx versus Kerry Cabrero in a no-holds-barred match. That's going to be... these guys have had three... this is their third match in the series, and it's 1-1.
Right. Have you finished, or you carry on?
No, you can...
All right.
I'll go back to mine in a bit.
Okay. Elite British Wrestling today at 6:30 in the Montgomery Hall, Wath-upon-Dearne in South Yorkshire. Starts at 6:30. Elite British Wrestling. And then also starting at 7 o'clock today in the Silverdale Working Men's Club in Stoke-on-Trent. Pro Wrestling for You, standing on the shoulders of giants, I think it's called. Got that 7 o'clock at the Silverdale Working Men's Club in Stoke-upon-Trent on Trent. Elite Extreme American Wrestling presents a training academy day, open day at the Kettering Buccleuch Academy on Saturday at 3 o'clock. That's there as well. March 7th in Manchester at the New Wave Wrestling Alliance. Tickets available at skiddle.com. New New Wave Wrestling Alliance, NWWA. Family fun for all. If you book them, they will come. Match announcement includes Sexy Kev versus Dave Rain with Big T Justice. We've got that. Victoria Bats. Yes, it's at Victoria Bats in Manchester. I'm looking for the other matches here. CJ Banks with Robert Sharp versus Martin Kirby. We've also got Delicious Danny Holt versus James Drake. And also we've got tag team Ashton Smith and Sam Bailey versus the Island Brothers. Also, Frankie Sloan will be taking on Magic Mark Adams in the commentators match. And Nathan Cruz will be taking on Joey Hayes. And I think that's the main event. Yeah. Just another that. And that's been announced also for Saturday. Also on Saturday, titled TCW presents Spring Storm 15 at the Dolphin Centre in Darlington at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Tidal Championship Wrestling. For the championship, Liam Lazarus versus Johnny Gargano. El Ligero's taking on local hero Joe Hendry. Local hero.
So many flashbacks.
That's the best fucking chant ever. Rampage Brown versus Sean Only. Lana Austin and Ruby Summers versus Courtney and Fiona Fraser. Dave Carbon's taking on Perfect Purdy. Not doing it. I'm doing it again. No fucking way. CPL, Mark Manners and Mickey the Dragon taking on Dan James and Dan Evans. And Dara Diablo versus JD Boom. This is happening at the Dolphin Centre Horse Market in Darlington. Doors open at 6:30, bell time. 6:30 is 6 p.m. doors, 6:30 is bell time. And so there you go. Liam Lazarus, El Ligero, Rampage Brown, and Johnny Gargano. Also on Saturday at in Leicester. Leicester LCW brings you Ammunition, where the winner from the 2015 30-man Rumble match not only gets to compete for the championship, but gets to pick the stipulation as well. See all your LCW favourites, including This Is the Card. You've got TK Howard versus Chris Tyler. You have LJ Heron versus Jurgen Helmick. You've got Alex Gracie and Styx versus Barricade and Dyer. You've also got Xander Cooper versus Mark Haskins. Ryan Smiley versus Mark Massa. And the main event is for the LCW Heavyweight Championship, a 30-minute Iron Man match. Paul Malin versus Joseph Connors. The Predators collide. So you got all that to look forward to there. That is LCW Ammunition 15. And then on Sunday, Kamikaze Pro presents Storm Warning featuring Dragon Gate US Champion Johnny Gargano. This is at the Cadbury Club in Bourneville, Birmingham, West Midlands. We've also got... oh, no, that's just moment. Matches. Oh, shit, I've just seen fucking matches here. You fucking dick. Alright, here we go. Johnny Gargano versus Dynamite Pete Dunne. Robbie X versus the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm for the Kamikaze Pro Championship. Fighting females, Nixon Newell versus Chardonnay. Tag Team Championships, Miracle Violence Connection, Dan Mooley and Tyler Bate versus the Hunter Brothers. Relentless Division Championship, Ryan Smiley, the champion, takes on Chris Brooks versus Damian Dunn. The Badman Marshall versus Omari. Tickets selling fast or on sale at Skiddle or ringsideworld.co.uk. Also, this is sold out. Sunday, IPW Feature 11, Free Pro Wrestling. It's a free event. The Whitecoat Leisure Centre at Hilda May Venue in Swan Lake, Kent. True Grit Wrestling at Wakefield on Sunday as well. I don't know anything about that. If you could let me know, that'd be very much grateful. 6-man over-the-top battle royal featuring all the events on the card. 6-person tag team match. Suicidal Jimmy Havoc and Snare and Violet Vendetta taking on Danny Duggan, Kieran Donnelly and Tennessee Honey. Tag team match. The London Riots take on Alpha Strike. Challenge match. Winner qualifies for the Battle Royal on March 15th. Earl Jonathan Windsor versus the Tipperary Torture Machine, Jack Plover. Singles match. Dangerous Danny Garnell versus Honest Ernest Sterling. Tag team match. The Dropkickers versus Grease Lightning. Do they go?
Right, I've got the rest of the card for...
I've got one more.
Right.
Future Shock Wrestling on March the 8th. Stockport Skilled Hall. In Stockport. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Future Shock, Future Shock 80. The Uprising, led by Future Shock champion Xander Cooper, still sits at the top of the pile, but could anything with the new contender in the unstoppable T-Bone, anything is possible. Tickets entry is £10, general ticket £10, £6 student, under 14s, £30 for the family of a thing. The match card is Dave Rain takes on Deadly Damon Lee. The Models and Jack Gallagher take on the Uprising. Sexy Kev takes on Zach Gibson. T-Bone takes on Yeston Reese. Adrenaline Championship, Sonna Durson versus James Drake. And that is Future Shock 80. And then next week, we've got into more wrestling with PCW, Road to Glory, and we'll do that all next Wednesday. So loads and loads of good wrestling, and there's more from Ross. Go ahead.
Right, yep. This is the card for the UK Main Event Wrestling Return to Violence, which is next Saturday. From the... I've said where it is. It's a 6-person tag team match. We've got Jenna teaming with Joey Nails and the debuting Lance Lawrence versus the Phantom, Furio and Felony. Got the Lowdown with Dale Jones featuring an interview with Styx. We've got Joel Lightning versus Bill Duffy in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We've got Bacardi in an open challenge series against former BWR guest Jezebeth. Hey, and that's it. And also Joseph Connors versus Doug Williams, 20-minute Ironman match. 30-minute. And Kerry Cabrera versus Styx in a no disqualification, no count out match. Then that's the card.
Right, I've got one more. I've just found it. Sunday, March the 8th, War of the Roses at Carlton Street, Wakefield. Door is 5 p.m. Bell is at 6. Finish is around 8 o'clock approximately, according to the thing. The card is Team Yorkshire, Rampage Brown and El Ligero. No Holds Barred Tag Team Warfare takes on Team Lancashire, Cyanide and CJ Banks. Martin Kirby for Team Yorkshire takes on Team Lancashire's Bubblegum. Also, next one we've got Team Yorkshire, the Ugandan Warrior Nazeko versus Team Lancashire, Ricky J. McKenzie, RJM. Also for Team Yorkshire, we've got Nathan Cruz and Matt Myers taking on for Lancashire, the Hired Guns of Styx and Joe Connors. Female match, Violet O'Hara for Yorkshire, Team Lancashire, Lana Austin. Team Yorkshire, Sam Wilder takes on Seb Strife for Lancashire. Nathan. Oh, they've changed it. Nathan Cruz and Matt Myers versus Styx and Joe Connors. Oh, yeah, I've just said that. Yeah, I'm just doing it now. Liam Lazarus for Yorkshire takes on Sam Bailey for Lancashire. Sam Wilder for Team Yorkshire takes on the Dark Cloud Seb Strife. That looks a cracking card, actually. If I was up in Wakefield, I would be there like a shot. Adults, £12. Children, £8. Family ticket, £28. For adults, £40. 25% off when you buy your tickets online at ringsideworld.co.uk. For more information, visit truegritwrestling.com. That looks great. Team Yorkshire versus Lancashire. I've got to go with the Yorkshire lads. Fuck the Lancastrian fuckers. Nixy's just messaged me, so she's just internet and everything's been a pain, so don't worry about it. She's okay. But thanks for that. Thanks for letting us all. Outlet. Thank you very, very much for that. Bus available from Leeds to Wakefield for the show. Thanks very much. We'll do that. I'll message that on the page for tomorrow. Anyway, fucking hell, I can't believe we've been 2.5 hours. And for me, and I said it to my wife 20 minutes before we started this show, I says, I've got nothing to say for this show. I don't know what the fucking hell I'm going to say.
I've just posted something in the chat room as well.
Oh. Fucking hell. You can type all that?
Yeah.
Jesus. Right. We're going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody in the chat room, to Acer, Winter's Lair, to CZW, Dragon Gate, Beats, WWE and TNA, to Brendy, to Owlet, to Benford, to the winner of our competition who fucking cheated, the cock. Fancy copying and pasting. I couldn't believe it. Cheeky
I'd never
figure.
do that.
I know. Get well soon, Ben. We'll see you soon, mate. Next show is next Wednesday evening. 10 o'clock start. We'll start it earlier. 10 o'clock we'll start. And next Wednesday night. And we'll go from there. Thanks to everybody for listening. It's been a great pleasure. Thanks to Nixy, even though her internet is up the fucking tree. I swear she needs an electric fucking push bike that uses her fucking internet. I really do at times. Thanks to Ross, third show, and an absolute fucking banger, mate. We did a cracker tonight.
Cheers for having us. Again.
I hope everybody enjoyed it. See you again next week. Only one way we finish it off. You know how we finish this fucking thing off. I'm just going to find it, actually. Yeah. But it's a cool way of doing it. And it's like I always say, if you're going to see wrestling this weekend, have a great time. And we'll see you again next week. Take care.
See ya, everyone.
The dress is blue. Before we go, you want to hear my last rant? Oh, no. Hold on a minute now. Right.
Winners.
Right. You can't have a show without me losing my rag at some point. Right. This fucking dress last week. I saw this dress, and for some reason, it was white and gold. And this is true. I've got a video on my phone to prove this, right? It was white and gold, this dress. I swear to God to you, Ross, it was white and gold. This person on Facebook said, if you squint your eyes, it goes. If it's white and gold and you squint your eyes, it changes to blue and black, which is the proper colour, apparently. So like a twat, I squinted my eyes. And ever since then, the fucker's been blue and black. It won't go back. So I'm like, I'll go to sleep. So you know that scene from Liar Liar? You know when he's got the pen and he's going, the pen that I hold in my hand is... I was sat in my fucking house with my computer in front of me going, shutting my eyes and going, white and gold. The dress is white and gold. It's white and gold. Deano, it's not blue and black. It's white and gold. White and gold. Open my eyes, black and fucking blue. I was going fucking apeshit. I lost the plot. I was going ballistic. And all Lindsay could do was sit there crying that her husband was flipping out over a fucking dress. I went...
To be fair, though, you flipped out over worse, though. Hashtag
fuck off, no. Fucking worse than Boomfloof. Worse than Boomfloof. That was fucking... Oh, this is worse than that.
Worse than Candy Crush?
Oh, fucking Candy Crush is thing of the past. Nobody plays that anymore, thank fuck. I'm still getting requests for the fucking thing every day. Give you a tip. If you send me a request for Candy Crush, I will not reply because I don't fucking play it. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay?
I'll never forget the 14
fucking requests. I got it while I was on this show. 14 fucking requests I had. My phone was pinging more than my phone was vibrating more than a fucking bleeding rampant rabbit. That bleeding night is fucking crazy.
That's left me with an image.
Oh, don't even do it. 50 Shades of Candy Crush. Yeah. Very funny. Anyway, we're out of here, so I'm just going to say bye-bye. Thanks to Ross. Take care of yourself, mate. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Good night.